Alright guys, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, welcome to our watch-along for Friday Night SmackDown. We have made it all the way to Friday night. Congratulations to everybody, because the weekend is almost here. And we're kicking off the weekend, as always, with Friday Night SmackDown. Tonight is interesting and definitely an exciting night, and that's not just because of SmackDown, not just because of the likes of Karrion Kross who's competing tonight, but it's because that Roman Reigns is actually going to be welcoming back Jey Uso tonight. And now, what is it he's going to be doing? Is Roman Reigns going to welcome him with open arms? Is Roman Reigns going to have some surprise in store for us and for Jey Uso? All of that will be answered as we go live with SmackDown. Right now, we're getting a very brief and a very heavy recap. All about the Usos, all about this past Monday night when Jey Uso actually attacked Sami Zayn, and of course Solo Sikoa came out, and of course all of the Usos, Solo Sikoa, they were beating the living crap out of Sami Zayn, only until Cody Rhodes showed up and of course saved Sami Zayn from his own misery. So we'll see how all of that goes down. We're done with the recap now, finally, thank God. It took a while, it took about 4 minutes of our time. That recap was long, and here we are now, Paul Heyman welcoming the Usos. Interesting. Look at that. Alright. Look at that. Alright, so it's quite interesting, right? So Jay says, where is the tribal chief? So one thing is for sure, he still considers Roman Reigns to be his tribal chief, to be everybody's tribal chief. And Paul Heyman is happy to know that. He's happy to learn that Jay still considers Roman Reigns the one and the only. But of course, Jay is not smiling here. He's not really, hugging him and out with Paul Heyman. He's got something in his mind. There we go. So he's not going to be sharing any comments, no emotions, none of that stuff. He says anything that he's got to say, anything that he has to get off his chest, he will be doing that in the middle of the ring. Not on the camera here with Kayla Braxton, not on this microphone, but instead in the middle of the ring. So leaving Kayla hanging. So Kayla probably knows how Baron Corbin has been feeling all these weeks. But with that being said, what a way to open SmackDown. So, of course, the most important event of tonight is going to be the Usos. It's going to be Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. How is he going to react to Uso's return? How is Jey Uso going to be reacting to Roman Reigns? All of that stuff we're going to be talking about tonight. So on top of that, it's good to see everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. That's right, I can see the families here. We got Mr. Singh, we got Tony, we got Gary in the house. Andy's right here. We got Ricky, James, my brother. Hope everybody's doing well, and hopefully tonight's SmackDown is going to be a good one. Let's see what we have here. Love it, love it. That's right. Gary says, hey Andy, hope everything's well. Everybody wishing well for everyone. I love that. That's right. And we got Renaissance in the house. That's right. We are live, brother. We are indeed live right here. And Weenam is here in the house as well. Weenam, welcome. Welcome. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. I love it. Alright, with that being said, McIntyre is opening the show. So, we're not going to be opening off the show with Roman Reigns. Obviously, seems like that's going to be the last part of the show. Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, all of that drama will probably be ending the show tonight. We'll be seeing it towards the end of the 2 hours. But starting off things here, it's Drew McIntyre. Now, overall, the show tonight, it seems average. It seems like it's going to be a sweet show. The bloodline, as we know, is going to be the most important part of it. But the first match here is going to be, number one contenders match to determine the WWE Intercontinental Championships, who's going to be fighting for the IC title at Wrestlemania. As we know, the current champion, Gunther, has been a very dominating Intercontinental Champion. So, who is going to be fighting Gunther at Wrestlemania? Is it going to be Xavier Woods, LA Knight, Karrion Kross? Is it going to be Sheamus or Drew McIntyre? That will, we'll be determining through this match here. Drew McIntyre making his entrance first. Yeah, so I've got to say, I'm not super thrilled about the show so far. I feel like it's interesting. They are definitely spending a lot of time here. They could have saved some time. Usually when they want to open the show with a banger, right? When they want to open the show with some contest, they do it right away. They have they have at least half of the entrances already done before even going live. And, we start off with the action right away. But here we are, they've got no entrances done. We just saw the entrance of Drew McIntyre. Out comes Karrion Kross right now. We're going to be getting like 5-6 entrances before the match even begins. And on top of that, we already had the very brief recap, the Kayla Braxton stuff, whatnot. Tonight's show is going to be a weak one. I can already tell from the looks of it. I can already tell they're wasting a lot of time. That was a long entrance. The Kayla Braxton segment, a little bit long. These 2 entrances already, of course, they're taking their time. There are about 3 more entrances to go. So, yeah, they're wasting time here to kick off the show. ROH was good last night, says James. All right, James. I've got to check it out. Gotta wait to, access it right here in India. Hopefully we'll do it. And, of course, when we do, we're going to start with the ROH Watchalongs too. True says Kofi, not Woods. What is that about? Wait a second. So, Kofi's going to be fighting in that match. Oh, I thought it was going to be Xavier Woods. They might have changed that. All right. Thanks for that, True. Thank you. That's right. I can see James here has the big old eyes here for Scarlett Bordeaux. I like that. Okay. And we got a Renegade in the house. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. And Renegade says that Kross is his pick. And honestly, Kross is my pick too. I want to see Kross winning this match as well. Kross being in Wrestlemania, fighting Gunther, possibly defeating Gunther would be fantastic. And here we are, and Xavier Woods makes his way out. So, true, maybe there's some confusion here. Not sure if they were not. There must have been some confusion, obviously. But here we are. Xavier Woods is making his way out. So it's got to be Xavier Woods, LA Knight, Karrion Kross, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre. These people, oh my gosh, thank you so much, brother. Thank you. That is so kind of you, Renaissance. That is so kind. Thank you. Really, really appreciate that, Renaissance. Very kind of you. Thank you for the donation of $10. That's awesome. Just like I said, all of this money is going straight to the WWE 2K23 donation box. So I've already pre-ordered the game. We're going to be playing it live right here. But thank you so much for the very kind donations, guys. I really appreciate it. As always, it's all going to the WWE 2K23 donation box. Thank you. All right. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the support, for being here, and the donations. I can't say thank you enough. Thank you. They advertise Kofi on Mondays is true. Brother, how they keep changing their own stuff, right? I did see the graphic early on, I do remember that Kofi was on that graphic. You're right, true. But now they've replaced Kofi with Xavier. I think it's safe to say, just because of this sudden replacement out of nowhere, I think it's safe to say that Xavier is not going to win, because this whole replacement makes little sense to me. So Xavier already out of the equation for me now because of this confusion. I really don't think that Sheamus should be winning this match. I don't think so. Sheamus versus Gunther, I don't need to see it again. We've already seen some gold stuff here between the two. I don't need to see it one more time. So I'm going to keep Sheamus out of the equation. Xavier Woods already out for me. I don't think that LA Knight has done enough to deserve a match against Gunther, or at least for me to get me excited against with the match against Gunther. It doesn't work for me. So LA Knight also already out of the equation for me. Now we're down to Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross. McIntyre versus Gunther. I think that's a logical progression. I think that's just the route that WWE could actually feel very safe going down at WrestleMania. So I feel like Drew McIntyre or Gunther should be a no-brainer for Triple H or for the guys in the back. But I don't like easy routes. I like challenges. I like surprises. I like my route spectacular, and that is why I'm gonna go down with Karrion Kross. I think that Karrion should win. He must win. I would be happy if we get Karrion Kross versus Gunther at WrestleMania, because these two people really haven't had a one-on-one fight at before, a legit one-on-one fight, and this definitely will open the doors for some craziness. We've got Scarlett Bordeaux here with Karrion Kross. When it comes to Gunther, you've got the Imperium. It's gonna be two different personalities, two different egos, battling it out at WrestleMania for the IC title. Karrion Kross needs the championship to stay relevant. He's been losing his relevancy lately. Gunther needs to retain because it's WrestleMania. He doesn't want to end his streak, to Karrion Kross. So it's gonna be a battle. So I think Karrion Kross will be the best person to actually go to Mania to fight Gunther. But let me know what you guys think. But I'm here with my brother. I think Renegade was correct. I'm gonna go with Renegade's pick. I'm gonna go with Kross. And he says Kross should be a guy. Beating Gunther would be great lift for him. I agree. I mean, Kross needs that lift. He needs that boost to the momentum. So you're right, Andy. I totally agree with you. Kross must win. He should win. That's right. And True once again says they advertised Kofi on Monday. Something must have happened, right? I mean, maybe he had to pull out. Maybe it was somebody's birthday, he had to be there for the party, but of course Woods comes out here all by himself, and Kofi did not even escort him to the ring, which makes me think that he possibly is not even backstage tonight. Otherwise, it doesn't matter who's fighting. If it's the New Day, the friends are coming along, at least until the stage, to support them, to encourage them, to motivate their friends. So since Kofi did not really come out, I think he's not even backstage tonight. And it says Rhea Ripley has been teasing that Liv Morgan joins the Judgment Day. Honestly, if she does, good for her. And also, it gives another boost to the Judgment Day. Judgment Day, for me, has been getting a little bit stale, right? For me, has been getting a little bit relaxed. And I feel somebody like Liv Morgan joining the Judgment Day would definitely keep it alive, keep it fresh, and keep it going. So, why not? Why not? Andy, I would like it, but let me know if you would like to see Liv Morgan joining the Judgment Day. Anybody here, let me know. And that's right, James, we go to a commercial, a full-on commercial, and once again, they've wasted a lot of time tonight. They started off with that recap, which was about 4 minutes long. Then we had that backstage segment with the Usos, Paul Heyman, Kayla Braxton. We got the entrances, a little bit of the match. So right now, we are at 14 minutes of the show, and we are on commercial. Haven't seen any real action so far, so yeah, they are wasting time. I think tonight's show is going to be less substance, more drama, more of the fillers is what I'm expecting tonight's show to have, because whenever they started the show in such a fashion, like recaps, entrances, just wasting time, I think it just gives me a clear picture of what the show is going to be like. It's going to be full of fillers until we get to that main event, or that main segment that is going to be the Bloodline segment. So we shall see. I hope Kross wins it, says Tony. Rather, absolutely everybody here so far has been saying Kross, and I hope that Kross picks the victory as well. That's right. And James says, agreed, true. There you go. Love that. Sorry, AJ says, we know. I'm trying to send super chat, but it's asking for a password. That's okay. But yeah, we're going to be playing 2K23 for sure, and I appreciate everybody being here and also sending the donations. Appreciate everybody. Thank you. And Renegade says Drew needs a push for the world title. I agree, and Drew for me has been very stale so far. I don't see Drew McIntyre at the same damn level that I saw him at, around WrestleMania 37. I just don't see that Drew McIntyre around anymore. This guy has been pushed down. He's come to the same damn level as Sheamus has been at, for years now. So nothing special about Drew McIntyre anymore. Nothing appeals to me or makes me go crazy. Maybe if he's pushed, things change, but right now, from where I stand, I just cannot get excited about a Drew McIntyre match anymore. He's decent in the ring. I never enjoyed his world title run anyway, so for me, I'm not a fan of McIntyre from where I stand. Wait a second, we got Victor here. Victor, my brother. This is so good. I feel so good to see you, Victor. Welcome. It's been such a long time. I tried to reach out to you via the comments and whatnot, but I guess, the comments never went through, or, we just I'm just so glad that you're here, Victor. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well, and yeah, hope you've been enjoying wrestling so far. So we came back from Twitch, but we never got to connect with Victor. But I'm so glad that we have found, or Victor and I have found each other once again. I love it, Victor. Welcome back. Love that. And Renegade says Woods has no chance. I agree. He has no chance. And literally in the ring right now, you see these three big men fighting, battling it out. LA Knight, McIntyre, Cross, and Woods just laid out. Yeah, he's got no chance. No chance in hell. And he says rumor has long-awaited matchup in the works between Trish Stratus and Becky at SummerSlam. I think SummerSlam's the perfect place to do it as well. You know, it's just gonna be. I can already feel it. I can already feel the heat between these two at SummerSlam. I think it's going to be the perfect place to do it, perfect time to do it, and it's going to give SummerSlam a big boost to the ticket sales, because who wouldn't want to see, Becky and, of course, Trish battling it out? I would love that. I would love it. And a close line here from Sheamus to Cross. Cross goes down. He's been involved in this match ever since the beginning. Cross never left. I love that here tonight. Love it. And that's right, Victor, once again, good to see you. Tony says the only belt for Xavier Woods needs to win is the up, down belt, and losing it to Mia Yim. Mia Yim is so funny, I've got to say. So Mia Yim on social media has been showing a lot of personality. One thing's for sure, Mia Yim is very good friends with Shelton Benjamin, and these two just keep playing games with each other, keep teasing each other, poking fun at each other, stealing their phones or whatnot. Yeah, on social media, it's funny. These two are funny. And here we are. Seems like LA Knight and Cross, they want to join forces. Yeah. Oh dear, no, you can't trust LA Knight. It did seem like Cross bought into the whole BS from LA Knight, but LA Knight was not looking for friends here. That was a big chop to Cross. Cross goes down, and of course, LA Knight mocking him as he goes down hard to the mat. Xavier Woods, though, has showing no mercy, series of chops to LA Knight. LA Knight paying for his own sins. Irish whip from LA Knight to Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods running around the ring right now, and there you go, swift Xavier Woods here. Elbow strike, down goes LA Knight, and Cross goes there, grabs Xavier Woods from the back of the head, sends him to the turnbuckle. Xavier Woods with a boot to the face of Cross once again gets him down. Xavier Woods once again up on his feet here. Is he gonna go for a 619? It seems like it. Is he gonna go for a 619? You gotta be kidding me. Oh no, he's not. Alright, he goes up and he goes down. It was an up, down. I love that. We got Toads in the house. Love it, Toads. Welcome. Victor once again. Lovely to see you. Mickey James, she won last night. Helped to Deonna Purrazzo. Impact Wrestling Knockouts title belt. Beat Giselle Shaw. So, wow. Alright, so I see. Well, so Mickey is still the champion, I see, Ricky. Alright. It's good for her, I guess. Good for her. Wake me up when Deonna Purrazzo is once again the champion and Deonna Purrazzo is once again at the top. Wake me up then, Ricky. We're going to be watching Impact Wrestling once again when Deonna becomes champion one more time. So, wake me up when that happens. Anyway, speaking of Impact Wrestling, it seems like Taya Valkyrie has left Impact. And Jade Cargill, teased this Wednesday night that she'll be fighting a Canadian very soon. She issued a challenge to a Canadian. So could we be seeing Jade Cargill versus Taya Valkyrie, on AEW in the near future? Because that is what a lot of people are speculating. That is where the speculation lies right now. Taya Valkyrie versus Jade Cargill for the TBS title. And here we are on the stage right now. The Imperium Boys with a good view of the Smash. There you are. Drew was my favorite once upon a time. Now he is losing champion, but I hope he wins this time. Brother, I get that. Drew McIntyre for me as well. I cheered him on. I was happy to see him rise up the ranks and become relevant once again become champion. But I'm not sure if I should blame Drew for it. I did blame the COVID, the whole pandemic for it when he became champion, and I didn't really care about it because for me, it was like, at that time, I was more anxious about what was going on in this world, rather than what was going on in the wrestling ring. So I couldn't really care about McIntyre winning the gold at WrestleMania. But even after that, I could never be a fan. The whole thing that he did with Sheamus, the whole thing that he did with anybody else, it just never appealed to me. Roman Reigns stuff never appealed to me. So I've always tried to be a fan, but never could I become a fan of Drew McIntyre. I just could not. That's right. Once again, Victor, love that. Love it, Toads. Toads, welcome once again. Yeah, Trish is supposed to turn heel at Mania, says True. I think it'd be great. Now, that's going to be long-term booking, though. If Trish turns heel at Mania, and these two battle it out all the way at SummerSlam, that's like 5-6 months booking here. How are they going to keep Becky and Trish Stratus away from each other for such a long period of time? It's going to be interesting, keeping them away from each other while keeping this whole thing very interesting and intriguing, and just let people, make people stay hooked on all of this. That is going to be interesting, and it's going to be quite a task. Are they going to injure one of the people, so people are just wondering when is this lady coming back to get her revenge, or something else going to be going down? But how are they going to keep people interested until SummerSlam? That is something we'll have to see. That's right, Andy, love that. That is correct. Love it, guys. All of you guys are awesome. You're late. I've done that already, says Victor. That's right. Victor has been a subscriber since the very beginning. That's right. When we were like less than 1,000 subscribers. So the family has always been here, and I love it. That's right. James, once again, a commercial. Thanks for bringing that up. That's the second commercial of the night. We are still in the first match here. So far we have spent about 23 minutes. We have had 2 commercials. We've had 1 recap. We've also had 1 backstage segment, and the first match is still going on. So just like I said earlier, it seems like it's going to be a very slow SmackDown, one full of fillers, and I just don't think it's going to be a great SmackDown tonight. So far, I'm afraid it's going to be a slow one. It's going to be a one that's going to be full of fillers. I think so. On the 24th, for Impact, Mickey versus Jordan braces Andy. I see. All right, so that happened on the 24th. Oh, it's going to happen on 24th, Andy. All right. Okay, once again, they're going to battle it out. Let's see what happens. What happened to Deonna? She was good, but, Deonna Purrazzo, lately, she gained weight. Of course, she got also married, so I think she was busy with her own personal life, but she's just not the same athlete. I don't see the same passion, the same fire that I used to see in her 2 years ago. She's just not the same Deonna Purrazzo, she doesn't seem as committed to wrestling as she once did. Hopefully that changes in the future, but right now, not the biggest fan of Deonna. It's hard for me to get behind her. Anyways, back in the ring here, back from commercial break. And it is LA Knight and Cross finally working together, and this time to take out Drew McIntyre. LA Knight still, oh wow. Alright, so that's funny because LA Knight wanted to work with Cross this time, but Cross did not give him a chance. A sucker punch to LA Knight, taking him out, and Drew McIntyre right now hanging upside down from the turnbuckle. Cross is climbing up the turnbuckle. Looks like he's got some evil intentions. Looks like he wants to oh dear, there you go. LA Knight will not let Cross do what he wanted to do. McIntyre takes advantage of it, and he double suplexes both LA Knight as well as Cross. Basically a power bomb to both of the men from the top of the turnbuckle, taking them both out at the same damn time. That was a big power bomb while he was hanging upside down from the top turnbuckle. That's the power of Drew McIntyre that gets people going wow, and that makes him into a fan. So that's that. Andrew, my brother Natik, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope the knee is holding up well, and hope you're able to walk, and yeah, you're loving life, Andrew. Good to see you. Welcome. That's right, Shameless Sheamus. You know it, Toads, you know it. Supposedly, Taya Valkyrie will make her AEW Dynamite debut versus Jade Cargill Wednesday, says Victor. And that's what a lot of people are talking about. That is where, people are actually going at the moment. That's the speculation that's running wild on social media. Then Taya will finally be on Dynamite this Wednesday. I think it's going to be awesome. Jade versus Taya, something new, something refreshing, and should be a good match considering Taya's in-ring ability. It should be a great match, so we shall see. Love that Renegade, heck yeah. And also, let's see, AJ, who you want heel, Lita or Trish? Good question, honestly, good question. That's a very good question, honestly. If Lita has to turn heel, I think she should turn heel against Beth Phoenix. I would love to see a match between Lita and Beth Phoenix, considering all the real life events, considering Edge and all that stuff. You know, people keep speculating, what is going to be the retirement match of Edge like? Which match is going to be his last match? Let's make Edge's last match a special guest referee match when he's officiating Beth Phoenix versus Lita. And of course, he's serving as a special guest referee. I think one way or the other, that will be his last match, right? I mean, yeah, of course, I'm obviously joking, but I think it would be funny. And here we are, Sheamus taking out Xavier Woods. Look at that, that's gotta hurt for sure. If Tia does take on JG, better defeat her. If Tia was to lose that, it's gotta be embarrassing to her, says Andy. I agree, brother. Absolutely agree with that. Yep. Let's see, once again, Sheamus looking to take out Woods here. And as we see, it's a long match, right? We're almost done with the first 30 minutes of the show, and the match still going on wild here. Ritu, thank you for that. That's right, I did interview Deonna Purrazzo a while back. She was lovely back then. Of course, she was the champion back then. And yeah, she's fallen off the map pretty hard since then until now. Been playing lots of content styles. I've seen you, Renegade. You've been playing a lot of the awesome video games on Twitch. You know, whenever I get a chance, I get on Twitch to watch your streams, Renegade. You're awesome. You're awesome. That's right. Love it, Toads. Thank you for that. Everybody, thumbs up. When is your next interview coming? Interview will be coming very soon, so stay tuned because new interviews are coming very soon, Richie. That's right. AJ, you must not have seen Deonna Purrazzo lately. She looks fine. Oh, I see. Let's see. All right. Okay, James here. Let's see. You know, it's been a few months since I've watched Impact Wrestling, so James says Deonna looks good now. So I'll have to check that out, James, and I'll get back to you with my views. Alright, and here we are. It looks like Sheamus was going to go for the Brogue Kick on LA Knight. McIntyre taking him out, and now it's the Banger brothers who are facing off each other. Look at that. Sheamus and Drew McIntyre face to face in the middle of the ring. I think they've got to settle it. Woods taking advantage, goes for the dive of the top turnbuckle, and with no problem whatsoever, Sheamus takes Woods out with a Brogue Kick. In comes McIntyre, takes out LA Knight, Sheamus with Woods, both of them going for the cover, and it's a double pin. It's a double pin. We've got two winners right now. There you go. Oh, there you go. A double pinfall. We've got two winners. Anybody who expected Karrion Kross to be involved, I mean, you know, of course we must be not serious. How did Karrion Kross... Of course, Karrion Kross is not going to win anything. You know where Karrion Kross is going to be? He's going to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. That's the most that Karrion Kross can win. I don't think he'll win that either, but at least that's where I see him, for sure. And you're right, guys. We're going to get a triple threat, Tony. You're correct. True, you were correct. You were right, brother. You got me. Yep. It's got to be a triple threat for sure. Yep. Like it or not, McIntyre and Sheamus will have to face off each other at WrestleMania. Gotta say, not impressed with the whole ending to that match. I was hoping for something better. I was hoping for Karrion Kross picking up the victory and giving us a decent Kross versus Gunther match. But of course, that's not gonna happen because these guys just brought in Kross to make him a jobber. That's it. Makes no sense to me, but that's what we're getting. We're getting a triple threat at Mania for the IC title. Paul Heyman here looks less than happy. There we go. So Paul Heyman basically talking about Cody Rhodes and telling the world how he is just too much, how he's crossing the line, or how he crossed the line this past Monday when he got involved with the bloodline business, the family business of the bloodline. He says that, you know, these guys get criticism all the time from the fans for really invoking, you know, or should I say, pushing him off the limits right there, or just setting him to the edge. Cody Rhodes playing with his emotions by bringing up the names of his family members. But what does he do in return? He gets involved in the family business of the bloodline. So, of course, he's got blood on his hands, and he's got to pay for it, I guess. First, Paul Heyman always so good on the microphone all the time. But I've got to say, guys, I think that I'm here with Roman Reigns, with the bloodline. I would love to see Cody Rhodes winning at WrestleMania. It's going to be a dream come true for him. But I think I'm here in the ad for the anticlimactic ending to all of this storyline. I want to see Roman Reigns winning at WrestleMania, defeating Cody Rhodes, and standing tall over his lifeless body at Mania with the championships held up high. That's the ending to WrestleMania that I want to see. You know, we've seen fairy tale endings at WrestleMania. We've all gone through that WrestleMania 30 pay-per-view with Bryan Danielson holding up the titles, with the confetti going off, the world going crazy, happy ending, happy tears, whatnot. This time, I want to see something different. I want to see Roman Reigns defeating Cody and just crushing his demons, crushing his nightmare. I want to see all of that happening, of course, at WrestleMania this time. Anticlimactic, that's what I'm rooting for. Anyways, up next, we're going to be seeing the first announcement, the reveal of the first person who will be getting inducted into the Hall of Fame this year. Who is it gonna be? Any predictions here? Who is gonna be inducted? Who is gonna be the first announcement here? The first inductee into the Hall of Fame. That's right. Let's see. Let me know if you have any predictions here. We got Chris here. Good to see you, brother. He says, AJ, I saw you order the basic version of 2K. I'm excited for it, says Chris. You know, I've said this time and time again, my brothers. I was not impressed with 2K22. I got the deluxe edition for it. You know, I've always got the deluxe editions for all of the 2K games. I never hold back when it comes to WWE games. I give them my love. I pay for the games, you know, the most that I can. I get all the deluxe editions for all the games, but 2K22 was a disappointment. This was the least played WWE game in history for me. I barely played that game except for when we were streaming. That was the only time I was forced to play it. But even then, sometimes I would just put it on simulation mode, and I would just sit back and enjoy my popcorns or something, because I did not like the gameplay. So, you know, this time I am not going to give them my money without really understanding if they've actually done some improvements here. That's why I went for the regular edition. You know, let's see if they actually have something for us. Honestly, the DLCs this time as well, they're not that appealing. So I don't think that, you know, it's worth paying the money that they're asking for. So I got the regular edition. Let's see how the game is. If it's going to be a good game, I might buy the deluxe edition next year. But this time, I don't think that they deserved, you know, for the fans to buy the deluxe editions. I don't think they've done enough for it. But let's see. AJ will be inducted, says Andrew. I wish, brother. I wish. AJ, where is all this hate on Cody Rhodes coming from? Gary, it's not hate, my brother. It's not hate. Much love to Cody. He's fantastic. And, you know, he comes out here every single week with a nice coat and everything, with a smile on his face and whatnot. It's great. But what I'm looking for is drama. Also, the fact that Roman Reigns might go away after Mania to Hollywood, I don't want to see it happening just yet, right? I want to see Roman Reigns sticking around. I want to see Roman Reigns here doing his thing is for some time more. If he drops the titles, he's definitely going away, right? I want to see him still around, still doing his old bloodline stuff, even after Mania, and that's why I want to see him win. So, yeah, I think it's going to be good if he wins. And also, nobody sees it coming, so, something that's unpredictable, something that people just do not see coming, a surprise element is always a good element. So, I want to see Roman Reigns win. I do. I definitely do. This Midnight Express and Demolition should be inducted into the Hall of Fame, says Andy. I agree, brother. Absolutely do. By the way, is anybody noticing what they're doing right now with Snoop Dogg? Because WWE sometime back, they awarded Snoop Dogg with a custom WWE Championship, custom made for Snoop Dogg, right? It's golden in color. It's got all the Snoop Dogg swag, in it. This was presented to Snoop Dogg, I believe, when he was presented with his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But of course, Snoop Dogg, somebody stole that championship from Snoop Dogg. I feel the same day or the day after that he actually received the belt. And we've been seeing some celebrities taking to Twitter, posing with that championship, claiming that they have that title. I think it's all in the making right now to something that will be happening at WrestleMania. We're going to be getting some kind of a segment, a match, I don't even know what, with Snoop Dogg's WWE Championship on the line. So we shall see what happens, but I see it happening very slowly, very low-key on social media. It's all going to come to an end at WrestleMania is what I feel. And Rita says, good decision, AJ. Basic edition is good enough. Deluxe is a waste of money, I feel. No innovation in the game. Let's see. Some things for me, I feel are good, because now they have rivalries which actually affect the gameplay when you're playing the games, even in free mode, such as the Royal Rumble. If you've got the members of the Bloodline, they're no longer going to be attacking each other in the Royal Rumble, because now they're family and stuff like that. I can definitely appreciate. This is the kind of innovation that I was hoping that they would bring to the games after all these years. So I'm glad that it's finally here, and hopefully it will be well executed in the game when it comes out. Anyways, let's see what else do we have here. James says Snoop Dogg sold it for a drug. You know it, James. You know it. Anyways. Okay, once again, a recap from what happened moments ago. Just like I said, guys, this show is full of fillers. No real matches, just fillers after fillers after fillers. We already have seen a lot of fillers. We've seen one match so far. We are done with 38 minutes of the show, so majority of the first hour of the show already done with. We've only got one match. Now we're going to be getting a Hall of Fame announcement. It's full of fillers and segments. That's it. That's it. Yep. This show is not it, I'll tell you that right now. Tony says, presenting the Hall of Famer for Snoop Dogg. And Holly is Holy Molly. It's our homie, Cody Rhodes. Oh, that's right. Oh, holy moly. That's right, Tony. Yep. Okay, so they're about to announce who will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Once again, predictions, guys. Let me know what your prediction is for this one. Ricky says nobody cares. James says I'm guessing it's gonna be Sid. Okay. Oh, is it Rey Mysterio? Wait, Rey Mysterio is gonna be inducted into the Hall of Fame? Dominic must be somewhere very angry. Dominic's unhappy. We know it already, but Rey Mysterio is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Interesting. So are we looking at the end of his in-ring career now? That is quite interesting. To induct an active wrestler into the Hall of Fame is interesting. Rey is being inducted into the Hall of Fame this year. I understand this decision because he's got this mainstream appeal. Everybody knows Rey Mysterio. For him to be inducted in Hollywood makes a lot of sense. Everybody knows Mysterio. So, of course, it's a no-brainer. But again, Mysterio, he's an active wrestler. So, yeah, true. That is what it would look like, right? That he's retiring soon. I understand that, Hall of Fame doesn't really mean that it's the end of your career. And, I brought this up with Maria Kanellis once. I said that if you're getting inducted, people are coming back to wrestle now. Is that fair? And she said, yeah, it's fair. It doesn't really mean that your career is coming to an end if you're being inducted into the Hall of Fame. But to induct an active wrestler, a currently active wrestler, is an interesting move. And true, I agree with you. I think that his in-ring career, at least in the WWE, probably is coming to an end. Yeah, but Dominic, it definitely is not happy. Wherever he is, he's not happy. And coming out here is Rey Mysterio. I love that, Totes. Thanks for that. And Chris says, Rey, my honest opinion, it's a waste, says Chris. Chris has got no love, and that's what Dominic is thinking right now as well. He's not happy. We got Uzi in the house, and they're happy for Rey. I love that. Dominic versus Rey build-ups his totes. I like it. You know, Rey coming out right now, celebrating with the fans. This is the perfect cue for Dominic to come out, attack Rey Mysterio, send him to the barricade, hit him with the steel chair in the head, really injure him, and lead to a match to WrestleMania. Make it happen. I think this is the perfect opportunity, you know, for this to happen. Should happen. Must happen. Come on. Do something. Or maybe they're going to wait until Hall of Fame ceremony. Maybe at the Hall of Fame ceremony, Dominic attacks Rey Mysterio. He really does. Push him off the stage, injures him, and then we get the Dominic versus Rey match. Either the next night, or he attacks him so severely, injures him so severely, that we have to wait until next year for that match. I don't even know. But if we get Dominic versus Rey as the last match of Rey Mysterio, him passing the torch, not to just to another young wrestler, but to his own son, would be perfect. So, yeah, it's just gonna be perfect. And I agree, true. It doesn't make sense unless he's retiring after Mania. Says true. I agree with that. 100% agree with that. Again, I don't think that they've actually ever inducted an active wrestler into the Hall of Fame. This guy has been wrestling actively, week after week. Not a part-timer. He's been wrestling like a full-time performer. So for him to be inducted, it's very interesting. Yeah. Either this is not even happening, either he's not even getting inducted, and this is just a placeholder, for that match. Rey vs. Dominic, just a way to build that up. Something fishy is going on here. Because this just feels too early, right? Too quick. Very quick. Rey's from California, but San Diego, California, says Ricky. Again, makes sense, right? They're going to Hollywood, California native. Makes sense. Well, nothing else for him, says Toads. Let's see. But the fans are definitely into it. You can see fans are clapping, making noise for Mysterio. Yeah, chants going on. Yeah, these guys, definitely, this is the perfect chance for Dominic. Alright, here we are. Perfect. It's happening. Dominic comes out here, and I'm so glad he's coming out to his own, like, Tron. I like it a lot. This is the perfect opportunity to build this match at Mania. Should happen. Must happen. There we go. Yep. Alright. Dominic with his wise words, I guess, or less than wise words. True says Mysterio is probably already in the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame, that matters, says True. You're right, and he probably is in the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, brother. I think so. Wow. Bring up Eddie Guerrero, Rey. Bring up Eddie Guerrero. Bring up that ladder match. Oh, come on. Is it Santos Escobar? Yeah, it's gotta be him. It is Escobar. Legado del Fantasma. All of the family coming out here, to honor Rey Mysterio, to defend his honor, his legacy. I like that. Fantasma. I mean, Legado... These guys really have an incredible. Santos Escobar has been like that uncle to Dominic Mysterio who's trying to knock some sense into his mind here, who's here fighting for his little brother, or should I say older brother, Rey Mysterio. I'm loving this whole thing. I'm loving it. That's right. Yep. Okay, let's do it. Wait. But is this how we're going to be settling a match? On SmackDown? Okay, I was hoping for something bigger, something better. But it seems like we're going to be getting a match, Legado del Fantasma and the Judgment Day right now on SmackDown. I think that's what we're going to be getting. So, let's see what's going to happen at Mania, though. Are we going to be getting Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio at Mania? Or are we waiting until maybe next year's Mania? I'm very confused right now. This is setting up Mania, says Chris. I agree, brother. And also, if we're actually getting this match, I think this could very well be the last match of Rey Mysterio. Him passing the torch to Dominic makes a lot more sense. I just wish that this would have happened when Dominic was a face, was not a part of the Judgment Day, this would have happened when he was his own guy, who could actually stand on his own feet without the help of his stupid friends, you know. So, unfortunately, he's still with the Judgment Day. He's still here. He's still relevant because of Finn Balor, because of Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. That's unfortunate. But again, passing the torch to your own son, regardless of the situation, is awesome, and I feel Rey Mysterio is going to be so delighted to do that. So that's right, that's that. We got Nicholas in the house. Nicholas, it's been a while, my brother. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Rey Mysterio is entering the Hall of Fame. Let me know what you feel about it. Toast, thank you once again for that. Love it. And Tony here, happy to see Legado and the Queen Zelina. You know, Zelina very quickly replaced Elektra Lopez. You know, at first I was like, you kidding me? I mean, Elektra built that all thing up. You know, really was a part of the family. You took away Elektra, gave us Zelina. Are you kidding me? But looking at Zelina now, she just fits in perfectly. She really blended into the whole group like amazingly well. And Elektra, you know, hopefully she's doing well. For the guys watching NXT, how do you feel about Elektra? Is she getting better? Is she improving in the ring? Let me know what you think about Elektra Lopez right now. Whole Judgment Day or Rey Mysterio Bloodline. It seems like Rey Mysterio is not going to be a part of this match. It's just going to be Judgment Day and Legado will Fantasma, brother. Rey Mysterio is probably going to be heading to the back or maybe ringside. I don't think he's going to be ringside either. He probably will head to the back. Dominic is butthurt, says true. I agree. Really, really butthurt. AJ, what about Chad? AJ, he died a hero. WWE needs to put Chad into the Hall of Fame. He's from LA. So, Ricky, my brother, you know, Chad was inducted into the Hall of Fame last year. You know, it just happened last year. And, yeah, so I understand that, you know, inducting him to the Hall of Fame in LA would have made a lot more sense, but they did already do it last year, so that's that. I mean, if they want to induct the Crime Time, that's an option, but I don't think it's going to be happening, you know, simultaneous. I mean, sorry, very loud commercial break, but I don't think it's going to be happening consecutively, you know, one after the other. Probably will take a few years before they induct the Crime Time into the Hall of Fame, but Chad Gaspard himself, already in the Hall of Fame. I think we all remember his son doing the little Crime Time handshake in the middle of the ring with JTG. It was pretty cool, very cool moment. But Chad is already in the Hall of Fame now. You know, of course, prayers for his family. I mean, he had an amazing wife who is keeping his legacy alive. You know, who's working hard to continue the training that he gave to his son, right? I mean, he was training his son in everything. He was training his son in jiu-jitsu. He was training him in kickboxing. He was training him to become an MMA fighter, a professional fighter of some sort. You know, JTG and I spoke about his son once, and he said that his son is a little walking beast, right? I mean, he can do anything. He's so much better. He's really very ahead of his peers, of the kids his age. I mean, he's so athletically sound, and JTG said no matter what happens, he's going to be big in the world of combat sport, let it be MMA, the Octagon, or pro wrestling. You know, Chad's son is definitely going to be entering the industry when he's, you know, able to do so in the future. But, you know, his wife is making sure that his son continues to receive the same kind of training. He's training with the greats, and I think we're going to be seeing his legacy, you know, alive forever, and his son is going to be carrying on his legacy in a few years from now. I think we're going to be hearing a lot about Chad Gaspard when his son enters the industry. It's only a matter of time. You know, big expectations from the kid already. Cole hates Dominic, this is true. You know, who doesn't hate Dominic, true? Everybody hates Dominic Mysterio. This is a bathroom break, says Chris. I agree. And honestly, guys, look at the time right now. We've been watching the show for 50 minutes, and in these 50 minutes, we've only had one match. What did I tell you guys when this show started? The way it started with the recap. You know, you don't even have to, you know, watch the show for more than 4 minutes to really get an idea of how the show is gonna be. When they really want to, you know, make this show action-packed, jam-packed, really fast-paced, they start off, skip up the entrances, start off with the damn match. Maybe give us an entrance to the match and that's it, and start off the show with a banger. But tonight's show started off with the recap. A recap of 4 or 5 minutes is a big indicator that the show is gonna be slow, it's gonna be full of fillers, and that's what we got tonight. A recap followed by a backstage segment with Kayla Braxton, which is worse than just a recap. Then we got a match which had 2-3 commercials. Bad. And after that, again, a commercial break, Hall of Fame announcement, a segment. Tonight's show is full of fillers, that is for sure. With that being said, we're finally back from commercial break. Legado del Fantasma right now looks like they've got the upper hand. That's right, Finn Balor in a tough spot. Maybe not. Finn Balor turns it around for himself for good, now in control. Dominic, is the WWE really going to be inducting some beat-up, washed-up old man? Me. Isn't that the point of the Hall of Fame, says Nicholas? That is so funny. Oh, that almost made me tear up. That is funny, Nicholas. That is, I wish it was still that way, though. Nowadays, a lot of people are getting inducted. No offense to the Bellas or Nikki Bella. Maybe there is some offense intended, but anyways, earlier the whole concept of the Hall of Fame was to induct people that gave a lot to the company, gave a lot to the industry over the years, give the industry their life, right? That's the kind of people we used to see getting inducted into the Hall of Fames. Now we've got the Bellas being inducted, so it's the concept has changed a little bit, Nicholas. The concept has changed a little bit. Anyways, no offense to the Bellas, or maybe there is, I don't know. I remember way back in the day, Rey Mysterio was referred to as Little Ray. That's right, Gary. And I remember, brother, I remember very well that even when I did not watch wrestling, I used to know Rey Mysterio. I mean, everybody knew Rey Mysterio, the crazy little man who could do incredible stuff in the ring, who could go out there, who could roll like a ball in the ring, who could fly in the ring. Everybody knew Rey Mysterio, regardless of if they watched wrestling or not. And that's the impact that he's had on the industry and the world. Everybody knows Rey Mysterio, no matter where they're from. That's right. And Andy says exactly, Gary, I love that. That's right. Yep. I think Mysterio to the Hall of Fame is a work, says True. I hope it's a work. I really hope that it's a work. And honestly, if they don't want to do it now, doing it at the Hall of Fame would be perfect. Mysterio about to give his Hall of Fame speech, induction speech, and then Dominic Mysterio jumps on him from the crowd, attacks him, destroys him, so much so that Mysterio is never able to give his speech, right? He's never able to say his thank yous, his goodbyes, none of that stuff. He stops him before Mysterio gets to wear his ring, yeah? And that sets up a match between Mysterio and Dominic at WrestleMania. Mysterio never got to, get his proper induction, which is why his induction will now be delayed and will be postponed until next year's Mania. So Mysterio will be inducted, but at next year's Mania. But this year, we're going to get him and his last match against Dominic Mysterio. I think it would be just perfect. Would be picture perfect. Would make Hall of Fame noteworthy and memorable, and would also make WrestleMania very memorable. Mysterio's last match, it would be perfect. I don't think we've ever had a match set up at the Hall of Fame ceremony, and this could be the first time that they do it. If they do it, it will be a thing of beauty. I think so. But let me know, what do you think? Let me know if there's a better way that they can actually set up this match, guys. Let me know your ideas here. And here we are, Dominic once again with a big uppercut. And I did see that comment earlier. I think the comment was from who commented that? That was funny. I think it was Tony who commented that when they said that Dominic is almost turning into Sami Guevara, and I agree. Kind of. But he's still better than Sami. I mean, everybody's better than Sami, that's for sure. Agent, no pay-per-view this weekend, says Toads. I mean, I'm not sure if there's any independent pay-per-view happening, but I don't believe there's a pay-per-view from any of the major companies happening this weekend, brother. But maybe an independent major wrestling show. Not sure. Check it out. I'm hanging in there, says Toads. Andy, I hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing better now this weekend. Age random question of the night. I know you don't celebrate Easter. What you guys celebrate during that time? So, I mean, for everybody celebrating Easter, I must say a very happy Easter. Of course, Easter is not something that we celebrate, but, every single day, we're celebrating life, we're celebrating each other, we're celebrating God, as we know. So, yeah, Easter is not our festival, but I hope that everybody who's celebrating Easter, much love to you, and I hope you have a great time. Yep. And here we are, one more time, just celebrating in the ring here. I love that. And when I was in New York, guys, when we had Easter and I was in New York, we used to have, friends getting together, families getting together, having a nice big fat dinner and whatnot, because at the end of the day, religion aside or whatnot, we're all here for the one. We're all here for the one God. And that's who we worship, your God, my God, it's the same God. So yeah, it's all about love, and that's it. So at the end of the day, if you're celebrating God, that's what it's all about. So that's it. Anyways, let's see. Chris says, AJ, put Rey versus Dominic on 2K22. Well, yeah, or 2K23 when it comes out for sure. Moon's welcome. Moon's welcome to the stream. Welcome, my brother. We missed you. And also, good news for you. I've ordered 2K23. We're going to be playing that game. I'm going to be beating up your referee for sure when we play that game. Yeah. It's been a while since I've played a 2K game at all, so should be interesting. There's always independent shows on the weekends, is true. That's right. That is correct. Yep. Let's see, AJ, how are you doing this fine Friday night, my brother? Says, Moons, I'm doing great. Friday night for you, Saturday morning for me. I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing great. And, this show, though, has been weak, has been slow. By the way, I've got to ask you guys, I've heard a lot of criticism about this week's AEW Dynamite on social media. I saw lots of tweets from people saying that, as an AEW fan myself, and I'm quoting them, right? As an AEW fan myself, this week's show was slow. It's flat. It was stale. I saw a lot of comments like that on Twitter. And I did not get it because honestly, I really appreciated this week's show. I enjoyed this week's show. For me, I feel like the time flew by this week on Dynamite. Let me know what you think, but this week, I really enjoyed the show. I'm not sure what went wrong for other people. I also heard people saying that after the fantastic pay-per-view that Revolution was, the show that was, that happened this week following Revolution wasn't that great. Was very, very still in comparison. I don't get it. I can't relate to it. I really enjoyed the show. Moon says, thanks for using some of my... That's right, Moons. Thank you. And just like I said, all the donation is going to the donation box. So, that's that. James really loved the AEW chants here. Look at that. Look at this right here. The whole thing is full of the AEW chants. That's the magic of James. I love it. So far, SmackDown is ass. Dynamite was good. Says true. Exactly. I agree. And again, this whole, SmackDown being ass, we all saw it coming. I told you I saw it coming. Yeah. I mean, it was obvious. 1 hour done already. We're just getting the second match of the night. It's ass. It is ass. And what else do we have coming, by the way? The rest of the show, at least what they have advertised so far, doesn't excite me at all, right? They have advertised the Viking Raiders versus Braun Strowman and Ricochet. That's the match that they've advertised for the night. So, Viking Raiders don't excite me. Braun Strowman doesn't excite me. Ricochet, I like this guy, but honestly, the booking around Ricochet is just flat. But I appreciate Ricochet, but all the other people in the ring, they don't excite me, so... Yeah, this SmackDown is going to be a bad show for sure. SmackDown thumbs down, says Andy. I agree with that, brother. The whole Jey Uso storyline has me on the edge of my seat. I understand that, Moons, and I think that's what they're using to their advantage. They know that people are going to stick around for that last segment that's going to be the Bloodline segment because it's that good. Long-term storyline, if played out well, can be that interesting. And this whole thing, Bloodline, has been going on for years now, right? It's been years in the making, so... Yeah, they're just taking advantage of that now. No matter what kind of a show it is going to be, they know that people are going to stick around for that last segment that is going to be featuring the Bloodline. So we shall see what happens. But here we are, Dominic once again looking to put this to an end. Beautiful. And this clearly shows how wonderful and literally sound every single member of the Phantasma really is. Legado El Fantasma, they're fantastic. Fantastic. I acknowledge you, Moons. I acknowledge everybody. You guys are all awesome. And here we are. Love it. Taking out Damian Priest like that. Love it. Once again, dive to the outside. And down go Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Dominic in the middle of the ring. Rhea Ripley looking helpless. Zelina Vega looking to take out Rhea Ripley. For a second, I thought that was Liv Morgan with the blonde hair. I thought that was Liv Morgan for a second. But of course, not Liv Morgan, or at least not yet. And here we are, Rey Mysterio face-to-face with the mommy, with Rhea Ripley. And Dominic is going to be angry when he sees his father getting in the face of his girlfriend. And there we are. Oh my gosh, Dominic taking out Rhea Ripley just like that. Oh. Did Rey Mysterio almost get his hands on his son? That is funny. I thought he was never going to put his hands on his son. But he got in the ring, almost put his hands on the son. The referee kept him away. That's funny. With that being said, his son picks up the victory. The Judgment Day pick up the victory thanks to Rey Mysterio, I guess. NXT's gotta suck when Carmelo Hayes wins the belt. Grayson Waller should have been the guy, says Andy. Andy, I see. So I see there's not a lot of love here for Carmelo Hayes. You know, when I used to watch NXT a few months ago before, I stopped doing the watch-alongs, I feel like I used to enjoy Carmelo Hayes, really did. I felt that he had a lot of charisma, so I'm not sure what happened. Why did you decide to turn your back against Carmelo Hayes, or if anybody else also agrees with Andy? I used to enjoy Carmelo Hayes matches back in the day, but seems like something's changed, Andy. Oh, wow. So we're going to do it this way. Okay. Alright, so this is how we're going to do it. We're going to be getting a little man-to-man right now between Dominic and Rey. The Judgment Day, they leave the ring. Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, Finn Balor, they leave the ring. We're going to be getting a little heart-to-heart here between Dominic and Rey. This better be worth it. This better be worth it. Okay. Let's see. Thank you, Moons. Thank you for that. Now, I would love to be a commentator, but again, sitting here thousands of miles away from America, if I was in America, I would have done some commentary for... Wait a second. Wow. Oh! He finally does it! Snap! Oh, he finally does it. Finally does it. I should have been Eddie's son. There you go. Finally pulls that trigger, right? It's gonna send him over the edge for sure. He had to do it. He had to mention that. And it's finally happened. The final straw in this whole storyline. This is gonna get Rey going, of course. Bring up Eddie Guerrero. Yeah, he's done it all. He's seen it all. And Rey Mysterio is not gonna hold back anymore. Come on, Rey. Get physical. Get out there. Do it. Oh. Still not putting his hands on the son, I see. That's right. Embarrassing his son right there in front of the world. Rey Mysterio does it again, and Dominic is fuming. His face is turning red with the embarrassment that he just received at the hands of his father. So still no match official. This whole thing is still going on. I'm glad. I'm actually glad that they have still not made the match official, because I feel like it would be so boring and so flat for these guys to make a match official like that, right? Standing here and just saying that, okay, we're gonna get this match at WrestleMania. It will be just so flat. There's a lot going on in this. There's a lot of emotions. There's family. There's blood. There's everything that is going on in this storyline. It's definitely very, very deep, right? It's all about family here. So for them to just book this match like an irregular match, at WrestleMania would be bad, would be boring. This needs to be vicious. This needs to be something crazy. And I feel like the best way to do it would be to book this match at the Hall of Fame ceremony while he's being inducted. Dominic getting in there, getting in his face, attacking him from behind, sitting in the match. That is the way to do it, really. That is the perfect way to do it. And here we are with Braun Strowman and Braun Strowman Jr. They're going to be taking on the Viking Raiders tonight, so still to come, still to come. That's right, we go to a commercial now. One more time, a reminder to everybody, we've been watching the show for about an hour and 4 minutes. We've seen 2 matches so far, lots of commercials, a few segments. This show is flat. Yeah, it's flat, yep. Something big in Florida, says Andy. Andy says, I've read Championship Wrestling from Florida legend Kevin Sullivan has announced he's thinking about doing something big in Florida. Alright, well, more power to him. It's great to see all these companies trying to come up with something big, right? Trying to come up with something new. It's fantastic. I've got some news as well when it comes to independent wrestling as a whole. A lot of the companies, they're going to be getting together and they're going to be doing something big together, right? So, once again, I'm a little restrained here. I can't really go out and reveal the whole thing yet, but as family to family, letting you guys know that something is in the making right now in the independent wrestling world, and something big is going to be happening shortly after WrestleMania. So you will see. Once again, nobody knows about it. It's in the making, and hopefully it's going to be executed well. But let's see. Tony says Saraya is better actor than The Miz, says Tony. Oh, The Miz is going to be hurt when he reads that comment. He's going to be hurt, brother. And I can see True has the big ol' eyes here for Maurice. Who doesn't have big ol' eyes for Maurice? Everybody does, True. Everybody does. And Gary says, AJ, how does this sound? Broke belt, bum us, Carbon. You know what, Gary? Carbon is going to be delighted when he sees that somebody tonight actually mentioned his name. Somebody thought that he was relevant enough to be cared about, Gary. I mean, you're going to be overwhelming him with emotions, honestly, because I don't think that he's even relevant anymore for people to even think of him or care about him tonight. So I'm glad that you actually brought him up. You know, Baron Carbon has been, made to look like a fool these past few weeks. Just getting interrupted in the middle of interviews. Interview is not really caring to talk to him, just turning attention to something more important happening either in the ring or around them, just leaving him hanging. It's been happening over and over for the past few weeks, and it continues to happen. So I wonder if Baron Carbon pissed somebody off backstage, or if this is a new gimmick in the making, a new character in the making. But yeah, anyways, regardless of what the case might be, I don't feel bad for Baron Carbon. We all know he's an asshole when it comes to, the stuff that he does backstage. We all know the kind of a person he is when it comes to his kayfabe character. So I don't feel bad for Baron Carbon at all. I don't. I really don't. That's right. Yep. And I can see Totes has some love for Maurice as well. Okay. The French-Canadian goddess Maurice says Andy. I see. Everybody has got a lot of love for Maurice. I see that. Are we expecting big layoffs at the WrestleMania? I think we're expecting some big layoffs following WrestleMania. And that's how it used to be, a few years ago. After WrestleMania, everybody knew that the releases were coming. Once again, JTG, when I was talking to him, he said that everybody in the locker room used to be nervous. They tried to do their very best at Mania or during the Mania weekend because they knew post-Mania releases were coming. So yeah, I think there is some chatter backstage about releases coming post-Mania, and I think we could be seeing them. We could be seeing the good old days coming back when releases happen post-Mania. So I'm expecting them. Anybody watching HOG pay-per-view tonight? Anybody? Let me know. James, good question. I personally am not, but should get back into watching Independence a little bit once again. After I fell sick and came back, I just wanted to keep my schedule light because when I fell sick, it was hard, right? I mean, yeah, it was the recovery was long, it was hard, and of course now that I'm here, we're slowly getting back here, watching more and more wrestling and getting back into the schedule, making more videos. Once I'm 100%, we're gonna be once again watching a lot of the wrestling. So far, I haven't been keeping up with the independents, but hopefully post-Mania we'll get back into it. And here we are, Adam Pearce. And of course, oh my gosh, that's Chelsea. Oh, I thought it was gonna be Chelsea Green, but Charlotte Flair, and she looks good as well. Wow. We're getting Chelsea versus Charlotte. Yep. Chelsea, Charlotte tonight. It's happening. We're getting Chelsea and Charlotte. That is for sure. Yep. That's it. I love it. Tony says, Charlotte is my favorite. And Tony, I must say, Charlotte is my favorite too. She's fantastic. I think she truly deserves to be called the queen of the ring because she really is. Look at her personality, the personality that she oozes when she's on camera, the way she carries herself, the way she wears that belt, her outfits, her hair, the way she carries herself in the ring, her moveset, the graciousness, everything about Charlotte, true royalty. And of course, her bloodline is fantastic. So yeah, I think Charlotte is fantastic, amazing. And I've had personal interactions with her, and the way we had this interaction, the way she talked to me with pure respect, I love that. So I've got even more love for Charlotte Flair. She's fantastic. That's right. Oh my gosh, James here, countering everything, basically taking all the things that I said and just throwing it out the window. James says, the spoiled brat, Charlotte. I guess she's a little bit of a spoiled brat too, but who in royalty is not spoiled? Everybody who's royal is spoiled. They're spoiled with gifts, they're spoiled with presents, they're spoiled with the titles that they get. Yeah, that's right, because they're born in the royalty. They're born in, they're born elite, I guess. So that's that. Love that. Andy says, woo, the Queen takes on Chelsea. That's right, Andy. You got it. It's definitely gonna be Charlotte and Chelsea because we know Adam Pearce, he's been bothered by Chelsea Green over and over again. Chelsea Green has been bothering him every single week, trying to get a decent match. I think tonight is her night. She's got to be fighting Charlotte Flair, that is for sure. Hassan, welcome, brother. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Are we doing Rampage 2? That's right, Chris. We definitely are. We definitely are. And here we are. It's time to raid because the Viking Raiders, they're here. They are here. 16 people in the chat. Love that, Toads. That is correct. Much love to everybody. And Viking Raiders coming out here. The only best part about Viking Raiders is actually good is Sarah Logan, really. I mean, without Sarah Logan, I don't even know. I don't know. Yeah. It's not working out for me. The whole Viking Raiders stuff is just not working out. I'm sorry. It's not. It's hard to buy into all of this thing. Once again, I've got to say, right, the WWE is a global company, right? It's a company that's consumed by people worldwide. People watch their shows and they try to get into the characters. I think a character like Viking Raiders needs explanation, you know, especially to the people who are watching this from across the globe, because people are not familiar with the Vikings, right? Especially in Asia and countries like India. They're not familiar with the whole Viking stuff. So there's a lot of confusion when you look at the Viking Raiders. I think this should be explained well. Why do these people come out? Why are they dressed the way they're dressed? The makeup, the face paint, you know, the weapons, everything. I think it should be explained better, but there is no explanation. There is no build-up. They just come out here dressed like they're dressed for Halloween, and it just doesn't transition well on TV. It's hard to buy into the character when you don't get that character. And, you know, I had this conversation with Victor from The Accession, and he said the same thing. He said, there was so much that I wanted to do. He said, there's so much that I wanted to explain. I could just never explain because I never got the chance to do it. But he said that everybody, now Victor, that he called out the WWE when it came to this, right? He said that when they were in the WWE, everybody used to get backstage interviews, they used to get backstage segments, they used to get pyros, they used to get, you know, vignettes. Before matches, they used to get, you know, the whole preview to the match, the build-up and whatnot. He said we never got those. He said that when we had big matches at pay-per-views or whatnot, we never really got, you know, these packages, these video packages explaining our story, our origin, none of that stuff. And he said, you know, that him and Connor, they looked at each other every single time they watched these packages for different wrestlers, and they wondered, why are we not getting these? Why are we not getting interviewed? And we just never did get interviewed. He said, for some reason, these people backstage never liked them, or they never wanted their story to come across on TV. They never had time for them. And unfortunately, you know, it all went down the way it went down. You know, they were the longest reigning NXT Tag Team Champions. The commentators were banned from addressing that. They were banned from addressing them as the longest reigning tag team champions, even after their departure, which is sad for sure. Chelsea can bother me anytime, says, oh, I see you, James. All right, okay. By the way, sweet move here from Ricochet. Once again, I've got to say, I mean, I love Ricochet. There was a time when I did not, but True told me, you know, Agent, don't give him a Ricochet just yet. Give him a chance. You'll see he's actually good. And I said, all right, True. I'll see if I can change my mind on Ricochet. And I did. Ricochet is fantastic in the ring. You know, no doubt about it. Hands down, one of the greatest wrestlers, athletically sound wrestlers in the WWE right now. But again, he's barely used well, right? And there you are. Braun Strowman grabs Ricochet, throws him over the top rope right there on the Viking Raiders, taking both of them out at the same damn time. Love it. Love what I'm seeing so far. And Toad says, hit the thumbs up. Y'all appreciate it. That's right, Toads. Hit the thumbs up, everybody. With that being said, an hour and 14 minutes done so far. 2 minutes down. 2 matches down. One match once again happened. The third match is going. Tonight we've seen 2 matches. The third match going on at the moment. I don't know if any of the matches is going to be happening. Oh, that's right. The women's match is going to happen. So tonight, we're going to be getting 4 matches. That's it. 4 matches tonight. And I think the last match, the Charlotte-Chelsea Green match, is going to be a very quick one. So that's that. And Chris says, do you see Eddie King in WWE? Eddie Kingston? You know, I don't think so. I would love to, but I don't think I'm going to be seeing him in the WWE. I don't think. I would love to, though. I would love to. Yeah, but let me know, Chris, if you'd like to see him, or if you think we're going to be seeing him. I don't like Viking Raiders. I do like War Machine, says Gary. I understand that, brother. Yeah, the Viking Raiders, they don't do it for me either, brother. Absolutely do not. Yeah, it's Vince Prince all over everywhere till he sells the company, says Andy. You're right. You know, you cannot take him away from the company. A lawsuit cannot take him away from the company. Him, you know, stepping down as the CEO cannot take him away from the company. The WWE is his baby, and he's never leaving his baby. And I think that is obvious now. He's never leaving his baby. Ascension was bad. A-Team in NXT when Shaul Guerrero managed them. Yep. Yep. One more. I love that, Toads. Thank you. One more like until 20. I love that. Eat a chili. Toads, I thought we were friends, brother. Oh, that is random to ask me to eat a chili out of nowhere. Toads, thank you. Kingston doesn't want to be in the WWE, says true, and I don't see him as a WWE material, honestly. Like, again, he's got to feel so I mean, just like True said, right? Kingston will feel, I can only imagine he will feel so suffocated, like he's trapped in an elevator with nowhere to go. Kingston is a guy who likes to go out there. Is just like Jon Moxley, right? He's I think worse than Jon Moxley when it comes to his own independence, when it comes to doing what he wants to do, right? He's a free bird, and a free bird like that just cannot enjoy his time in the WWE. I don't see it happening. I again agree with True here, and I don't think that Kingston would like to be here. Of course, the money's got to be good. And if he wants to go for the money, if he wants to sell his soul to the devil for the money, sure, he can be in the company. But, you know, just imagining how Kingston is and how he's a free bird, wants to do his own stuff, wants to go out there, do hardcore stuff, as we know, I don't think he would enjoy being in the company so much. But again, the money is damn good and money talks. So if he wants to go for the money and if WWE wants to have him on board, it could happen. So let's see. I see LAX possibly going, depending on who's buying it. I see. Andy says that I see LAX possibly going. All right. Could happen, Andy. Let's see. And here we are. Of course, it is. Oh, the tax mate. Ricochet right now on the receiving end of things. Braun Strowman standing there on the apron, helpless as we see right now. James says, dang, my internet sucks as always. That's okay, James. I know a little too much about internet sucking, so that's alright. That's okay. PCW Ultra, Eddie Kingston. That's right. So Eddie Kingston definitely, you know, has been a PCW Ultra regular. You know, we might see him once again in the future on PCW Ultra. For sure. Could happen. Yep. Eat a cookie. Alright, Toads. I can definitely eat a cookie for you. Sure. If you didn't know, it's chili. I know. I told you, Toads. The only person who can make me eat a chili is the predictions champion. And that too, the night after they win the championship. So James, you know, had his chance to make me eat the chili. That did not happen. Of course, James was very kind to me. So if somebody else becomes predictions champion at WrestleMania, they can make me eat the chili on the night after Mania. So we shall see. And we got Matt in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Welcome. He says, happy Friday night, my brother. Welcome, Matt. Happy Friday to you as well. He says, you're looking vintage as per usual. Thank you, brother. You're awesome. Welcome. One more time, Ricochet still on the receiving end of things. Love it. That's right, Toads. 20 likes. Love the sound of it. And here we are, Ricochet trying to get the upper hand. Elbow strike from Ricochet. Elbow strike to Ricochet. It takes him off his feet. One more time, Ricochet fighting back with the elbow strike. Sent to the ropes. One more time, Ricochet trying to stay at the top here. Elbow strike after elbow strike. Another elbow strike here. A big one, a big punch to the side of the head of Ricochet, and he goes down hard, hits the mat very, very hard. Down he goes, and Braun Strowman here, very concerned for his friend, it seems. Once again, I think it's a very missed opportunity for them to not dress up Ricochet like Braun Strowman. Honestly, these two, you know, the same hairstyle, I'm sorry, they're both bald, right? They've got the same beard style, very similar in terms of looks, you know, as it seems. I think it will be just perfect if they choose to dress Ricochet or choose to dress Braun Strowman in the same fashion, right? They both dressing up the same way, coming out here wearing the same damn clothes, the same damn attire. It's just gonna be like Braun Strowman and Braun Strowman Jr. or Ricochet and Ricochet Sr., something like that. And I think it would be fantastic. It would be a little bit of a comical, but a very interesting team, a very fun team, I think. Remember the whole Miz and Miz Dow thing? They could actually replicate it here with Braun Strowman and Ricochet and make it fun. I think it would be nice. And this time, you know, it could be Braun Strowman doing the funny stuff, Braun Strowman being the Miz Dow to Ricochet. I think it could work. I mean, I might be wrong, but I think it could work. Oh, I don't know, Matt. Matt always says that I'd love to hear you say a cuss word. Maybe one day. And here we are one more time. Ricochet is still down. Viking Raiders on top here. Love it. Toes, you're awesome. Thank you for all the support. One more time. Third match still going on. We've got about 40 minutes left here. Actually, 39 minutes left here. So, once again, a quick recap. We're done with 1 hour. 1 hour and about 21 minutes of the show. And looking at this whole thing right now, I think we've got one more match to go. So 1 hour and 29 minutes. I'm sorry, 1 second. Ricochet here with the elbow strike. One more time, an elbow strike. I think he's calling for trouble here. Springboard dive here from Ricochet. Great stuff. This could be his moment. He could actually crawl his way over to Braun Strowman and make the tag. Is Braun Strowman on the apron right now? It seems like it. Yeah, Ricochet, all he has to do is crawl a few inches and make it over to Braun Strowman. Strowman would break his neck, sister. Oh, yeah, that's right. If that happens, it would do. But I think it would be funny. I think definitely they could call it Ricochet and Ricochet Mini, right? Or should I say Ricochet Pro Max? I don't even know. Or Braun Strowman or Braun Strowman Mini. I think it would be funny. It will be something different, I don't think we have a comical tag team at the moment, so I think it would be nice and keep them relevant. By the way, whatever happened to the Hit Row? Hit Row, we don't see them ever, right? Whatever happened to these guys? And here we are, Braun Strowman ripping his t-shirt off in the middle of the ring here, crossing a train wreck. And he says, hi, D-Sing, I love it. Totes says, hanging in there with the weather conditions, but please smash the thumbs up. Love it, Rick Totes. But what's happening to the weather? How's the weather out there right now? For me here, it's hot. It's definitely humid. The temperature that we see here, it gets as high as 27 to 28 degrees Celsius every single day. So it definitely is hot right here. March, it's hard. Yep. Love it. That's right, Tony. Derailed indeed, my brother. Seems like Ricochet's really creeped out here by Sarah Logan, trying to get away from Logan here as he's going to go for the big dive of the top turnbuckle, looking to finish this match, end this match right here. The guy gets out of the way. The Viking Raiders still fighting out strong here. Big kick, spinning kick here to Ricochet, just kicking his heads off. Wow, that was big. Ricochet once again trying to get up to his feet. I think after that kick, he should stay down. And here we are. Going for the cover on Ricochet. It's over. Viking Raiders with a victory. The ending to this match was sweet, right? That kick to Ricochet was fantastic. Hit Row isn't catering, says Andy. And I think that's where this should be. I think bringing back Hit Row in the first place was a mistake. I mean, yeah. I've got no love for the Hit Row. For any other wrestler, I say is that give them a chance. Maybe it's their fault. Maybe they're not being booked well. They can be better if given an opportunity. But for the Hit Row, I don't see anything for them. These guys have a lot of ego. Really, I don't think that they're great people. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of either of these guys. Of the Hit Row. I'm just not. Yeah. I blame both Ruby Soho and Vala. Oh, I see. That's right, Tony. That is correct. Viking Raiders is a sleep fest. A snooze fest, says Matt. I agree. It is definitely, for me anyways, not a fan. Even after that kick, not a Viking Raiders fan right now. They should never came back. I never cared about them either, says Andy. I agree, brother. High five. I mean, it's unfortunate, but no. They don't do anything for me. Hit Row, never been a fan. All right. Let's see. We are here backstage with Gunther. It's going to be triple threat, right? Okay. Alright, so Gunther has made it sure that he needs a challenger. Singular, not a plural, at WrestleMania. He needs one challenger, not two. And Adam Pearce somehow has a solution. He says, we're going to have a match. Our number one contenders once again, it seems. And we're going to get a decisive challenger for Gunther's IC title. So, singular, not plural. It seems like Gunther does not want a triple threat. He wants a one-on-one. Seems like that's what we're going to be getting. But one thing's for sure, we're not going to get Cross involved. Cross is not going to be fighting Gunther, which I feel is stupid. Anyways, here we are. Charlotte Flair making her way out. The true queen. In all senses, Charlotte Flair is here. Look at that. That is lovely. That's lovely. And Matt says, I want all of that Street Profit smoke. Yeah. Street Profit's fine, but when it comes to Hitro, no, that's right. I can't. Queen Charlotte, says Tony. Heck yeah, brother. It just helps channel Beetle Gartham and see AJ more on YouTube. That's right, Toads. You're right. Absolutely correct. The more you guys like the video, the more we can go out there and, of course, reach more people. So, Troj is correct. So, if you guys haven't liked it already, make sure to like it. But if you have already liked it, don't like it again because it's going to be a dislike. So, yeah, thank you once again. Mustafa, my brother, welcome. Hope you're doing well, Mustafa. Thank you once again, Toads. You're awesome. And that's right, Andy says Mustafa was just wondering about you. And I love this about our family. Everybody wondering where, if nobody shows up, everybody's wondering, where is this person? Where is he tonight? Right? And that's what's fantastic about us, right? We all here generally care about each other. And we all, think about each other when somebody's missing. And that's fantastic. Tonight, I'm thinking about Jonathan. Where is Jonathan tonight? He must be busy. Anyways, here we are once again on a commercial. And just like I said, we are now entering the final 30 minutes of the show. And so far, we've seen 3 matches, a few segments, and we're now going to be looking at, I believe, the last match of the night. Charlotte Flair versus, I think, Chelsea Green. And after this match, we're going to be getting that segment with the Bloodline. Honestly, after 2 hours of a very average, or should I say 90 minutes of a very average show, I'm not as excited by the whole Bloodline stuff as I was at the beginning of the show. I mean, I'm almost drained. I'm almost a little bit tired of SmackDown tonight, so I don't know if I can get the same energy, the same excitement back for the Bloodline as I had towards the opening of the show. Tonight's show, SmackDown, was bad. For sure. Yeah. Anyways, it did something at least. The good thing about the show is that it did something for WrestleMania. A little bit of the build-up, not major in any way, right? We never got the perfect Intercontinental Championship contender. We never got it. We never really made any other match official for WrestleMania. We never really came to the whole, conclusion of this Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio stuff. We never did. But at least it planted some seeds for WrestleMania. So that was good. It was not a waste of a show, but at least it was something. So that's that. Come on, people, smash that like. It's like it's a hottie. That's right, James. That's right. Like it like it's hot. Love it, James. Right? AGV, appreciate you doing it. Thank you for that, Toads. That's right. Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. But we're going to be adding more days in the future. Mostly after WrestleMania, we're going to be adding more days. There's going to be a lot more videos. By the way, if you guys remember, on Twitch, we did a little bit of the live vlogging, right? We're going to bring that back. We're going to bring it on YouTube now. So I know a lot of us here, we're not on Twitch, but we're here on YouTube. So what we're going to be doing is that all the traveling that I did previously and the travel that I'll be doing in the near future, we're going to be vlogging it and we're going to be posting it here. So you can come with me outside of my green screen and outside of my, this computer, and you can come with me on a journey as I travel around the world. And I'm going to be posting, vlogs weekly here on the channel. And yeah, we're going to be starting with this week itself. We're going to be going to Mumbai this week on a little shopping spree. So yeah, we're going to be adding vlogs here, and that playlist is going to be called Travel with AJ, where you get to travel with AJ, and we're going to be starting those vlogs this week itself, guys. So it's going to be something more than just wrestling, but that's what it's all about. It's all about fun here. We need a cool heel turn here on your channel, AJ. Do you have any heel energy? Matt, I don't know if I have a heel bone in me, but you know what? You never know. Maybe somebody else will bringing that heel energy, Matt. You never know. So, we're keeping the doors open. We're keeping elements and doors open for surprise here. So, let's see, Matt. You might get what you're asking for. You might get your wish fulfilled. So, let's see. And AJ Wrestler, PCW. Oh, Toad's interviews are happening soon. You know, all the news about interviews, I'll be sharing them with you very shortly. We need more Twitch, says James. I know, brother. We're going to get more Twitch. We will get more Twitch. I promise you that. We will get more Twitch, for sure. This show was lazy booking from start to where we are right now. Absolutely agree, Gary. But just like I said, the first 5 minutes of the show really give you a very good picture, an idea of how the night is going to be like. And tonight, the first 4 minutes, I told you guys exactly how I thought this show is going to turn out to be. And that's exactly how the show was. Full of fillers. That's it. That would be cool, AJ, seeing your vlogs. That's right, Andy. Now, I'm not the best vlogger, but of course, let's start off, with some vlogging and let's see how it goes. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. Could make AEW Watchalongs on Twitch, says James. That's not a bad idea, James. That's not a bad idea. Maybe. Not a bad idea at all. Anyways, here we are, Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley. That's not a bad idea, James. I'll say it again. Not a bad idea. AJ, I beat Ashina, Generico, and Siko Shadow died twice boss fight, says Mustafa. So, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Oh, what a waste. No, you've got to be kidding me. No. The only word that comes to my mind right now is shit show. And I know true right now, if you're listening, you're laughing because you know exactly what I'm talking about, Of course, it's this lady coming out right here, Shotzi Blackheart, and I decided to use the term shit show. So yeah, I mean Shotzi Blackheart. I think most of you probably should know by now what I feel whenever I look at Shotzi and the history and whatnot. But wow, I okay, we're getting Shotzi Blackheart versus Charlotte Flair. I don't know why, but I mean we're getting Shotzi versus Charlotte, guys. I don't know why. I mean, out of all the possibilities, we're getting Shotzi and Charlotte. Why? The only question right now is this is more confusing than Bray Wyatt's vignettes, his segments. By the way, speaking of Bray Wyatt, where is Bray Wyatt? Does he not have a match at WrestleMania against Lashley? Where is Bray Wyatt tonight? Makes no sense. You're 100% face energy. How about an alter ego? Matt, be careful what you wish for. Could happen. Could happen. I'll never be able to travel to your neck of the woods, AJ. That way I can say I've seen it. Andy, never say never, brother. But for sure, with the vlogs, you'll be able to travel with me. So, vlogs are coming to YouTube. And they're going to be coming this week itself. I hope you enjoy them. But, yeah, this week we're going to be going to Mumbai. And, in the coming weeks, I'm also going to be releasing more vlogs that I've recorded previously on Twitch. And, yeah, moving forward, there's going to be more vlogs coming, international vlogs as well. So, yeah, should be good, I'll be traveling internationally this year itself, so we're going to be recording a lot. There's going to be a lot of traveling that I'll be doing, hopefully, this year. So, there's going to be a lot of vlogs for sure. And here we are, Charlotte Flair once again. As expected, with the upper hand, Shotzi Blackheart was going to go for the kick. Charlotte grabs her, turns around, was about to pick her up, lifts her up, sends her down. And right now, with the upper hand, I once again don't understand why are we getting this match. Not Chelsea Green, but Shotzi Blackheart. I don't get it. And James here, really? That's right. I'd subscribe to an Age of Vlog, says Matt. So thank you for that, Matt. I really appreciate it. Charlotte versus Shotzi. Spoiler, this match will end in 45 seconds. I agree. Should end in 45 seconds. I mean, if this match exceeds a minute, I don't understand why. Why should it, right? Why? Exactly. I thought Shotzi was a babyface in Charlotte. I know, Toads. I mean, makes no sense. And True knows exactly what I was talking about. Have not seen her for weeks and she gets title shot. Why? I don't get it, James. I mean, really, this is beyond me. And here we are now. Wait a second. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Something like this should have happened. Otherwise, this whole thing would have been so meaningless. I'm glad that Rhea Ripley is coming out now. I'm glad. Alright, Shotzi almost using this distraction to her advantage, going for the roll-up. Charlotte Flair kicks out. German suplex. By the way, a beautiful German suplex from Charlotte to Shotzi, knocking her out for sure. And here we are, a face-to-face between Charlotte and Rhea Ripley. Yep, Toad says, isn't Rhea there for Charlotte? Yes, Toad, there she is, and here she is. Wow, and we go to commercial? Oh, fantastic. This is what I'm talking about. This show tonight is so stupid, so full of fillers, they're not even trying to hide it. I mean, that commercial could not have happened at a worse spot. Literally, Rhea Ripley comes out, we get a little face-to-face, and we go to a commercial. I mean, they're not even trying to hide the fact that this show is full of fillers, and it's just absolutely meaningless, pathetic. Really, I mean, wow. This show is so stupid tonight. Anyone getting these ads doing these stream? Oh, wait, you're getting ads during the live stream on YouTube? Oh, I'm not aware. Okay. I'll look into it. I wasn't sure that they started placing ads midstream. Okay, I'll look into it, James. Alright. That must be annoying. You know, I can understand that would be so annoying, so I'll look into it. Getting ads midstream is gotta be annoying. So sorry about that. We'll have to thanks for letting me know you're getting ads too, Andy. That must be something that YouTube's doing right now, something new, because as I'm aware, in the middle of live streams they barely give ads, so this is new. I'll look into it. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm seeing Ricky also got them. I'll look into it, guys. I'll look into it. Alright, anyways, the crowd was almost asleep, says Gary. I know, brother. I know. This is almost like Twitch, right? Twitch always also gave ads midstream, so okay, this is something new. Thank you for that, Toads. Yeah, that's right. So watch-alongs with wrestlers and stuff will also be coming. So all of it's in the making. It's coming soon. WWE has always had crappy booking. It's part of their gimmick, says Matt. I agree, but tonight, it's not just crappy gimmick. It's lazy, episode. Lack of creative, or I think they just did not want this episode to do much. I mean, it definitely is not doing much tonight. That's that. Yep. AJ, have we got... fight on Twitter. Raj Giri from Wrestling Inc. versus QT Marshall is Twitter war. QT's once said, stupid tweet to Raj, says Ricky. I mean, Raj had it coming. Honestly, I've got to say, Raj from Wrestling Inc. is trying to be somebody that he's not been for years. I mean, he's been running Wrestling Inc. for almost a decade now. And Raj and Wrestling Inc., the entire team has been very low-key. They've been very, as I would say, very professional, mostly. But lately, Raj has been getting very vocal on Twitter, obviously, getting that heat, or I'm thinking he's trying to find new ways to be relevant, and, he's asking for this kind of a drama on Twitter, honestly. So for him to get that, congrats to him, I guess. But he's doing a fine job running Wrestling Inc., but all this Twitter drama has to be something that he's looking for, so good for him. Anyways, speaking of QT Marshall, the Nightmare Factory. Very interestingly, John Cena appeared. He actually went to the Nightmare Factory to talk to the trainees, to talk to the new up-and-coming wrestlers at the Nightmare Factory who were receiving training over there in that facility. That facility, as we know, is actually being run by Cody Rhodes and QT Marshall, so that's quite interesting that John Cena, went out of his way to pay Nightmare Factory a visit, and this happened after his appearance on Raw, so that's fantastic. Yep. Andrew, how about you tell us who you think is the top wrestler going right now? Your weekly power rankings, Matt. That's a good one. Honestly, that's a great idea. I've thought about it in the past, but for me, it's so hard, but okay, a weekly power ranking all over, I like it. I like the sound of it, Matt. I'm going to write that down. I think that's a great idea. Wow, I'm getting an email here from Apple asking me to pre-order iPhone 14 in yellow. Alright. Okay, so weekly power rankings. I like that idea a lot. Thanks for that, Matt. I just wrote this down. Thank you. AJ, can you ask everyone? Oh, of course I can. Everybody, if you haven't hit the subscribe button already, make sure to do so. Hit the like and be a part of the family. Once again, thank you so much for being here. To everybody watching the show tonight, this show might have been dull. This show might have been full of fillers, commercials, but one thing's for sure, we're having a blast. We're having a banger of a time. So everybody, thank you so much for giving me your time, for being here, and spending your Friday night with me. Also, special thanks to my brother Renaissance here, for the very generous donation of $10 earlier tonight. Really appreciate that. And here we are, big boot to the face from Charlotte to Shotzi. But just like I believe Tony said early on, this match should have been over in about 45 seconds. The fact that it's still going on, it makes no sense to me. I mean, is Shotzi Blackheart really beating up the Queen Charlotte Flair? Makes no sense at all. No, not at all. And David, welcome, brother. We missed you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. That's right, and Toads, you're right. Gotta beat the algorithm. I'm guessing when SmackDown possibly leaves Fox going to replace it with another reality show, says Andy. I'm sure about that as well, brother. I mean, they need a reality show in the spot. So, if they do leave Fox, 100%, another reality show is gonna be replacing it. But are they really gonna leave Fox? Is a question. And chop after chop after chop, Charlotte Flair right now laying the SmackDown on Shotzi Blackheart taking her out. AJ the Usos, good to see you, Brooklyn Joker, brother. And he says the Usos have been tag team champions for over 600 days. Very, very dominating champions. And, I felt like the tag team division or the titles itself, they were losing their relevancy before the Usos captured the titles. Yeah, so they've done a good job with the championships for sure. The championships have been in good hands, and hopefully, when they drop the titles, at WrestleMania, I think, hopefully the titles will once again stay relevant. So we shall see. Hopefully they stay relevant. And here we are, Charlotte Flair looking to take out Shotzi Blackheart. There were lots of predictions, speculation that the tag team titles were going to be getting a revamp, that we were going to be getting black colored straps, and we were gonna get one title, instead of two different titles for Raw and SmackDown. That hasn't happened yet, but hopefully it does, because I feel like one tag team title for both the brands makes a lot more sense than two different titles for two different brands. We just don't have enough tag teams to have two different titles for each brand. It just makes no sense. And here we are, Charlotte Flair, to nobody's surprise, defeats Shotzi Blackheart. Yeah, nobody's surprised. I'm surprised that this match even happened, but nobody's surprised by the result of this match. And I think this was the last match that Charlotte Flair fought before WrestleMania, which surprises me even more that this match had to be against Shotzi Blackheart. And Rhea Ripley coming now, entering the ring with the microphone in hand. Triple H should have made a match between Charlotte against the All-American Joke. I agree, even that would have made a little more sense than Shotzi Blackheart, but I don't even know what is happening with Lacey Evans. I mean, is she a heel, a face? What is she? I don't know. Wow. So, what do you guys feel about these big holes that people make in their earlobes, right? I mean, the kind of like Rhea Ripley, that's a very big hole in the earlobe. What do you guys feel about it? Let me know. And let's see. AJ, question, who do you think will beat the Usos for the tag team champion? I think it's going to be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And there's no better tag team right now to beat the Usos for the titles than Kevin and Sami. James and everybody else, Brooklyn Joker, let me know what you think about it, Andy. But I feel like Kevin and Sami should be tag team champions and hopefully stay tag team champions for a long time, keep it relevant, treat it nice, and really do justice to the whole tag team division. I think they'll be fantastic as a tag team. And Tony also agrees. He says Sami and KO are the only hope. I agree, Tony, absolutely. And holding hope to not just defeat, but also hold it and do justice to the title. That's right, Pete Oates, thank you for that. That's right, once again. If you haven't liked already, make sure to do so. Lacey probably has been sending out her resume to other companies. Again, before she made her return as and a new character of a veteran, everybody argued and talked about if she's going to be a face or heel, how is she going to make her return like, because everybody bought into the segment, the backstage vignettes or the promos that she put out talking about her experiences, her life, her childhood, her experience as a U.S. Army veteran, whatnot. But of course, when she finally made her return, it was just flat. It was boring. It was dull. She was a heel, then she turned into a face, then a heel, then she changed her outfit here and there. It just made no sense. I mean, that Lacey Evans, the return has been a flop. I still feel like it was a mistake to change her character. I think that she could have stuck to the whole 50s housewife gimmick, whatever she was playing early on, the Southern Sassy Belle, Lacey Evans, and that would have been working out just fine, just like it was working out earlier, right, before she went away. I feel like that is her only hope right now. If she wants to stay with the company, if she wants to stay relevant, and stay active, I think she should go back to being the sassy Southern Belle, because that is what she does the best, and nobody else does it. There are a lot of heels in the company, there's a lot of badass women in the company, but there's no sassy Southern Belle. There's nobody playing a character like that, and nobody has played a character like that in years. So I feel like that it makes total sense. She should once again be what she was early on. And Brooklyn Joker says, AJ, I'm calling it right now. When Rey Mysterio is done talking about the Hall of Fame, Dominic will attack him. And that's what I was predicting too. I'm hoping that at the Hall of Fame ceremony, just as he's about to start talking, Dominic comes out, attacks him, and sets up a match against him at WrestleMania. And also, this kind of hopefully, postpones his induction until next year. So he gets inducted into the Hall of Fame next year. But this year's Hall of Fame, we just used it to book this match against Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania. Hopefully, that is what we do. That was what we get. Hopefully. Lacey, and once again, Andy, I agree. Hopefully, Lacey is either thinking or pitching a character change, or she's sending out resume, because that's the only way to save her. AJ, do you know WWE in Puerto Rico? That's right, Bad Bunny's hosting Backlash. It's happening. He's returning. He's hosting Backlash. He's also the pre-order bonus for 2K23, so good for him. Again, I see this as a way to promote 2K23 post-release. Yeah, I think that's why he's most likely going to be there at Backlash. Yep. Up next, the Usos, says Tony. That's right, brother. So they made us wait about 2 hours, almost 2 hours. So they made us wait about 1 hour and 46 minutes for this to happen. So hopefully it's going to be worth it. Jey Uso is back. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso are going to be meeting for the first time after a long time, So hopefully this will be worth it. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I don't know why anybody would get a tattoo, much less bore a 6-inch hole in your earlobe. So, when I was a freshman in college, and my first day in college, right, one of my professors, actually, they had a very big earlobe, and back in the day, there were no AirPods, right? I'm talking about, it feels like it's been forever, but, it was about, 2014? Yeah, something like that. When it feels like it's been forever, almost 9 years. That's crazy. And then there were no AirPods, so Bluetooth headphones were not that prevalent. So you had those wired earphones that you used to get with the iPhone. So she had very big earlobes, and the holes, and she used to have her earphones hanging from those earlobes, and that was something. I still have that picture in my head. That was the first time I ever saw somebody using those holes in such a manner, and it still has that picture. I still have it saved in my head. It was something. Yeah. Anyways, the thing is that whatever makes people happy. So if that makes people happy, more power to them. Lacey is good. They don't book her right. It's little Paul's fault, says James. I agreed. Lacey is good, and she was fantastic as a sassy Southern Belle. Booking her as a veteran, and that too, failing to book her as a veteran, it's beyond me. I don't get it. And thank you for the love, Andy. Toads, you're awesome. And Brooklyn Joker says, AJ, I think at WrestleMania it will be Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio. I think it's going to be a mistake, I think it's going to be a mistake, because we already got the Legado del Fantasma versus Judgment Day tonight. So I don't think it's any more a WrestleMania kind of a match. So since we already got it on SmackDown, so WrestleMania, it should be Rey and Dominic. The last match of Rey Mysterio's career, at least for a few years. Just him passing the torch to Dominic will be picture perfect, I think. Yeah, I agree, Gary. Free the classy. Am I the only one who thought that she was classy? I always think so. People argue, but I think that she was classy. She was fine. I think she should once again be that lady one more time. I agree. Anyways, we're gonna get this one-on-one match next week. McIntyre, Sheamus, the Banger Brothers are gonna be putting on a banger of a match next week as Drew McIntyre and Sheamus face off each other, for a match against Gunther at WrestleMania. And here we are. It is time for the Usos, and here they come out. There you are. Look at that. They look fired up as they make their way out here tonight. Love it. So we're gonna be playing 2K23. Great question. 2K23. We're gonna be live on the 16th of March at 1:30 p.m. EST. That is when I'm going to first go live with 2K23. So, make sure to join me. We're going to have fun. 16th of March at 1:30 p.m. EST. Thank you once again. Bobby Lashley and Omos can beat the Usos again, but they're they're busy doing their other stuff, right? Bobby Lashley is having a meaningless match against Bray Wyatt. This match has no meaning to it. Lashley's got nothing to do with Bray. He said it during his promo 2 weeks ago that he doesn't even want a match against Bray Wyatt. He just said it. So, having a match at WrestleMania should be something that people should be grateful for. But we had Lashley come out and cut a promo about he doesn't even want a match at WrestleMania against Bray Wyatt. I think that's a pretty big F, right? That's something you don't want to hear at all as a fan. You don't want to hear a wrestler complaining about a match that they've got at WrestleMania. But that's what happened 2 weeks ago when Bobby Lashley came out and complained that he was getting a match against Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. So it's poor booking. Even Lashley agrees with it, and yeah, we're getting that. So yeah, Lashley's busy with that. Omos is busy with Lesnar. We're not getting these two, uniting and fighting for the titles. It's not happening. That's right. James gives it a 2 out of 10. I think that's a justified rating for tonight's show. It's been weak, it's been meaningless, and 2 out of 10 makes sense. So are we going to get Drew McIntyre facing Gunther? Let's see. I think so. I mean, Sheamus winning again. I don't know. But nothing surprises me anymore when it comes to the WWE. Really, nothing surprises me. They might want to go down the safe route and bring up the history, bring up how they had a brutal match at Clash of the Castle, bring up the bruises left in each other's body and whatnot, and use that as a way to book this match at WrestleMania between Sheamus and Gunther. Could happen, so let's see. The sassy Southern Belle character is like the garbage excuse of a woman who... Oh, that's right. Well, that character, I understand, Drew. I understand the criticism to that character as well. I get it. Anyways, here we are now. The Usos. Let's see what they have to say. And Matt, I'll get back to your comment as well. We're just going to listen to the Usos, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. It's a long one. All right. Wow. Love that everybody has a thumbs up. And of course the fingers up for the tribal chief, I guess. Love that. That's right. Thank you for that, Toads. Wow. So Jimmy Uso looks very proud of his brother, whatever he's saying, right? Jimmy Uso is convinced that whatever Jay did was the right thing to do. There we go. It's true. It's all about the family, the real blood, the real family, and Jey Uso basically telling the world that he had to do what he did, and he did the right thing because, he did it for the blood, he did it for the family. That's right. Almost feels like I'm listening to Vin Diesel talking right now. Anyways, thank you for that. All of you guys, thank you so much for the love. Run DMG, I acknowledge you. Welcome, brother. I missed you. Hope you're doing well, Run DMG. And this show tonight has been something. All right. Love it, Toads. Yeah. Yeah, Andy, you're right. So Brock Lesnar, speaking of Brock Lesnar, he did say his goodbye this 2 weeks ago on Monday night, right? He did say his goodbyes after that contract signing with MVP. He did tell a lot of people that he was stepping away from the WWE for good. So we might be seeing the last match of Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. We could be seeing that. Anyways, here we are. Jey Uso with a lot of talking. Roman Reigns is still not out here yet. We've got about 6 minutes before the show is going to be going off the air. So, still no Roman Reigns. Still no Tribal Chief, which is interesting. David, thank you for that, my brother. Thank you. That's right. So Jay again here once again saying that Sami Zayn did what he did because his ass isn't blood. And of course, he never will be blood because the bloodline. There we go. Now they're addressing Cody Rhodes. Are we not going to get Roman Reigns at all tonight? Interestingly, it's only these guys talking. No Roman Reigns? Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Cody Rhodes is on SmackDown. Thank you once again for all the love, guys. Really appreciate you. Brock Lesnar will show up in AEW, says Brooklyn Joker. That is, I don't think it's going to happen, brother. That's going to be a tough one. But if it does happen, the world's going to go crazy. You know, there's going to be more people talking about Brock Lesnar coming to AEW than people did when CM Punk made his debut. So that's that. And here we are. Cody Rhodes is here on SmackDown. No Roman Reigns yet. And the fact that Cody Rhodes is coming out right now makes me think that Roman Reigns will not be here tonight. False advertising on their part? Maybe. Yeah, I don't see Roman Reigns coming out anymore. We've got 4 minutes left before the show's going over. 4 minutes. Roman Reigns is not coming out at all tonight. Isn't that jacket a little too warm for March? Maybe it is. I think it is. Thank you. Thank you once again for all the love, guys. Yo, are we gonna get Cody Rhodes versus Jey Uso next week on SmackDown? Let's do it. And Jimmy says, if you want to fight me tonight, you're not going to make it to WrestleMania. And Cody Rhodes here taking off his jacket the way he should. After all, this is a wrestling show. He doesn't need to come here dressed up every single week. It's not like he's authority. He dresses up better than Adam Peters does. And Cody Rhodes is not even authority. You know, he doesn't have a reason to dress up like that. And even Sami Zayn comes out here taking out Jey Uso. So Cody and Sami on the same page, obviously. Sami Zayn might not have Kevin Owens by his side, but he definitely has Cody Rhodes support. It seems Reigns wordless champion. He's chump in my book. Once again, false advertising is what I'm gonna call this, because they said that Roman Reigns was gonna be welcoming Jey Uso tonight. How is Reigns gonna react and whatnot was in the preview for tonight's show. But again, no Reigns tonight. Surprises me, maybe not, does not surprise me, but this is false advertising on their part. Two hours, right? 2 hours of wait, 2 hours of patience, and no Roman Reigns. It disappoints me a little bit. That's right, David. Here comes Sami. Indeed, we need new champion. I'm tired of Roman Reigns. He makes me sick, says Mustafa. I think it makes sense, brother. I think I understand why you say that. Rhodes versus Uso, cool. That's how Cody dresses. That's right, true. That's how you dress. I get it, kinda. You know, maybe I should not be the one complaining, considering I'm the one who wears a suit with a t-shirt every single day. So, probably not the one to complain, true. You're right. I'll take back my words, Cody. I'll take back my words. But thank you for the likes, everybody. And here we are, Sami and Cody, middle of the ring. Something tells me that next week on SmackDown, we're gonna get a tag team between Sami, Cody, and the Usos. And next week on SmackDown, possibly, next week's show is going to be good, and will make up for the mess or the incompleteness of the show tonight. For some reason, tonight's show did not feel complete. Something was missing, and I feel next week we're going to get a good show. I think so. Anyways, end of the show was okay, was kind of decent. I'm going to give this show a 3.5 because a lot of the waste of time, a lot of commercials, lots of unnecessary segments, but just like James says right here, it is now time for Rampage. It is now time for AEW. I'm gonna get my AEW on right now. Once again, Rampage doesn't air live here. Still, we don't get Rampage in India, so we'll have to get it on the stream, on one of the Shading's websites. That's right, Roman is not losing at WrestleMania. Cody got a cry at WrestleMania, says Ricky. I like that, Ricky. You know, I've always said that I want an anticlimactic ending at WrestleMania. That's what I'm itching for, so hopefully we get that. All the many other WWE champions were on TV and defended the titles more than Roman Reigns, more than boring Reigns, says Andy. Yeah, that's kind of true. I mean, Roman Reigns definitely has been away. He's been pulling off a Brock Lesnar for years now, and that's a fact. 6 out of 10 from Ricky. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. That's a rating from me. 2.5 from Tony, but that's out of 5 stars. Okay, I give SmackDown a -2, says Andy. That's a statement. And David, take care. I'll see you Monday, my brother. Have a good night. Always always wonderful to have you here. That's right. Ricky says, oh my gosh, Ricky says, it's time for boring Rampage. That is a statement, Ricky. Okay, no love for Rampage tonight from Ricky here. Tony says, I'll be watching Rampage on cable while watching NXT Level Up on Peacock. That's awesome. Once again, Rampage still... we don't have it live here. Surprisingly, they've also blocked AEW Dark and Dark Elevation on YouTube in India. We can't watch these shows in India. I'm not sure why would they block a YouTube show. It makes no sense. Anyways, let's see what else do we have here. Alright, Andy, my brother, you take care, sleep well, and yeah, rest well. I'll see you Monday. Thank you once again, everybody, for joining me. 3 out of 10. Love it, love it. And now, coming back to the question here from Matt, I think that's an important question. Matt asked me early on, what is it about my head covering? Why do I wear the turban? Now, we go back in history, and there's a big history behind it, right? I think there should be more awareness about it, because a lot of people don't know, why do Sikhs wear the turban? It's more or less a crown for us, right? It's like a crown that we wear with a lot of pride, and... it's basically to tell people apart between Sikhs and other people. It's a big history. So basically, Sikhs are always, they're the ones that people... The whole idea is that Sikhs are the ones that people can look out for and look out to in public. When there's trouble, when there's any problem, you should be able to look at a Sikh and make out that that's a Sikh. Just like policemen are always dressed in uniform, right? When there's trouble around and you see a policeman, you can approach a policeman and you can approach them and ask them for help. The same way, whenever you look at a guy with a turban, right? That's the guy that that you can look out to, and you can approach them when there's trouble, and they will be always willing to help you, and they'll always come out of their way, and of course step above and beyond their duty. To help you. So that's the whole idea behind the uniform that Sikhs have, the turban and whatnot. It is just to create an identity and to tell people apart from Sikhs and non-Sikhs. So whenever there's trouble, the guy in a uniform, a guy who's wearing a turban, you can approach them and ask for help. So that is one of the ideas. There's also a lot of other stuff, but this is the main idea behind behind the people wearing a turban and wearing this uniform. So that's that. Anyways, I can see here the comments. James here with the AEW chants, and Ricky here with the NXT chants. That's right. And ROH chants too. Alright, Sami versus Actions is true. I love that. Once again, just like I said, we don't have it available here, so I have to find the stream on one of the shady websites. So give me a moment. I'm just trying to get it on. That's right. Indy Hartwell versus Jakara Jackson, says Tony. Alright. So just getting in on it, guys, trying to find the stream. Yeah, I still don't understand why do they not have this live here. It should be live, but it's not. I can see a lot of love here from Toads for Indy. AJ, I got any? You got ads? Ricky, I'll have to check it out because I know YouTube never give ads in the middle of stream unless I trigger the ads, right? They never give ads, so now they're doing it automatically. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, Toads. TV shows still not here. But let me know, guys. How are you enjoying the show so far? Oh, wait a second. Let me also switch it up 1 second. So 3, 2, and 1. Here we are now. We're watching Rampage, and I'm just trying to get on the stream. I'm just trying to find the stream. So 1 second. Thank you for that, James. That's right. AEW screen switch indeed. Thanks for reminding me. I'm quite forgetful sometimes. I forget. So that's that. And Renegade, I love that. That's right. Nyla versus Riho one more time would be nice. Okay. Jakara thinks she's the next Mercedes Moné, but I doubt it. Might be. Everybody has a fighting chance. Everybody with 2 hands has a fighting chance. We all know that. By the way, whatever happened to James Ellsworth? After that whole leak, I believe, from Twitter or Instagram DMs where he was basically exposed as, kind of a predator, we never heard from Ellsworth. I think he made an independent appearance at a major independent show once after that, but apart from that, we never really heard from Ellsworth. He's definitely vanished, and yeah, he's history. Ellsworth is history. That's quite a sad ending too, because a lot of people supported the guy, and for him to be exposed like that, for him to come across as such a guy is sad, right? Sad. Anyways, still. Probably will have to look up some of the website. That's the problem with these shady websites, right? You just cannot rely on them. Alright, hopefully this one works. but I'm pretty sure, even without watching Rampage so far, I'm almost certain that it's going to have more matches than SmackDown, and possibly will be better than SmackDown, but we shall see. Alright, Rampage, better get on now. I think I found the right website now, so let's see. Let's see. Oh, here we are, finally. Okay, we're back here, and that's right, Action versus Sami going on right now. Sami hit with the clothesline, sent to the outside right here. Sami has fallen to the outside, ringside Action looking for a big one. Yep, dive to the outside. Sami gets up with a knee to the face out of nowhere. Sweet, that was a sweet spot. Seems like Sami is in control right now, or kind of in control. And that's right, Toads. MJF cocky, no doubt about it. And I love how you mentioned Viva la Raza, because Dominic finally did it. Dominic finally brought up Eddie Guerrero. He said that he wished that he was Eddie's son. Finally happened. It must have happened. You know, fans had been asking for it for so long. I'm glad that it finally happened. That's right. Okay, with that being said here, we are getting a picture-in-picture for Wonder... Oh, it's for Shazam? Wait a second. Wonder Woman and Shazam have paired up? Oh, okay. It's a movie marathon. All right. I almost got a heartbreak. Okay. I thought that Shazam and Wonder Woman actually paired up, but no, it's not happening. It was a movie marathon, a compilation. That's all right. That's okay. All right. Still on commercial. A picture-in-picture right now. Of course, we're still going to be seeing Riho versus Nala tonight. It's going to be happening on Rampage. I think it's going to be a good match. You know, I love Riho. Nala is also extraordinary. She's a talent. So, should be a good match. Again, here we are in the middle of the ring. It is Sami who's got the upper hand on top of Action with those big punches straight to the head. Action in a tough spot right now. That's a big burger. Popeyes. I've never had Popeyes before. Alright. Anyways, here we are. Finally, picture-in-picture comes to an end. And back to the ring we are. Sami G, still with the upper hand. Action, trying to get away. Trying to get Sami G away at least here. But Sami does not give up. Still holds on to Action very tight. We got Joey in the house. Joey, welcome, my brother. It's been a while. It's good to see you. It's almost like Doctor Strange came here and he actually got everybody back. I'm loving it. Tonight we got Victor, we got Joey. It's great to see all of you guys. Hope you're doing well, Joey. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well, my brother. One more time. Here we are. We got Nicholas as well tonight. So it's been a great night. Yeah, we got Renegade, we got Renaissance, Ricky, we got True, we got Toads, we got Gary, we got Andy. The family is here. They're watching. David, Mustafa, I mean, all of you guys. Brooklyn Joker. Tonight's been a great night. Matt, my brother, all of you guys. Been great. Of course, Tony, Toads. Yeah, been way too long. You know it, Joy. You know it. It's been way too long indeed. Hope you've been doing well. Hope you enjoyed SmackDown and Rampage, definitely. A sweet show so far. And of course, they're asking us to order the replay of Revolution once again. You know, the one image in my head that still sticks till today from this, year's Revolution is Jon Moxley just stabbing Hangman Page with that fork in his hand. That image is probably going to stick with me forever and a day. That was something. I mean, that stab to the head over and over again, the blood pouring, gushing out of his head, on all over Jon Moxley's face, his chest was something. Brutal, absolutely brutal. Tony says, Indy wins. Alright, Tony here with the nice, coverage of Level Up as well, and I love it, brother Tony. You know what, that makes me think that I should also get Level Up on this stream. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm also gonna get Level Up, so let's talk about both the shows. Why talk about one when we can talk about both of them? So let's get Level Up also right here, Also, of course, Level Up not available here on cable, so we'll just have to get the stream on with one of those shady websites, as always. Let's see. And that's right, Tones. Please turn on notification. That's right, Toads. Thank you for that. Guys, make sure to turn on the notifications. And just like I said earlier, starting this week itself, well, this weekend, you're going to be going on a ride with me, because starting this weekend, we're going to be having vlogs on this channel. So I'm going to be traveling, and I'm taking you along with me on this journey. We're going to be visiting, of course, different places, different cities in India and around the world. So I'm going to be making some international trips this year itself. And all of that will be recorded, will be posted as vlogs. So yeah, let's have some fun here. More than just wrestling, it's gonna be some traveling too. And here we are. There you go. It's gonna go for a sucker punch. Wow, beautiful, beautiful counter. It is still Sami who's in the receiving end still. The receiving end of things right now. Still Sami G down. Up next, Quincy Elliott versus Scripps. Scripps, it's been a while. Okay, you know what? I'll have to watch. Okay, I've got an NXT Level Up going on as well. So right now we are on a little commercial break, it seems. But yeah, should be good. I'm watching Level Up after a while this time, right? I haven't watched Level Up ever since, I believe, November. So it's been a while. It's definitely been a while. Love it, love it. Thank you for that. Money Badger in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well, Money Badger. And yeah, hope you enjoyed SmackDown. It's always good to see you, my brother. And still ahead, Odyssey Jones. Odyssey Jones is back. That's nice. So, how is Odyssey Jones doing? For those who've been watching NXT regularly, has Odyssey Jones improved? Is he getting better? How is he doing? That's right. Love it, Toads. Much love for Money Badger is always here. And once again, Sami G still in action, doing pretty well. 10 minutes into the show, and it's been okay. I think we're going to be getting our first table spot here, just in 10 minutes in the show. And coming out here is Quincy Elliott, QE. So has anybody found newfound love here for Quincy Elliott? Because I remember, until November, when I used to watch NXT, nobody loved Quincy Elliott. Everybody was very critical of Quincy Elliott, his gimmick, his capture, his voice, everything about him. Nobody liked it. So, has anybody found love for Quincy, or is he still hated the same? Let me know, guys. It's official here. It's super hot. You know it. When Money Badger arrives, it's hot. That's right. Love it. Anyways, here we are. Tony on fire, says Toads. Heck yeah, he is, brother. Just in like 12 minutes into the show, it's been pretty hot indeed. Even on Rampage. By the way, it's hot on either of the sides here, because NXT Level Up is hot with Quincy Elliott, like it or not. And, of course, Rampage, with the first table spot of the night, Sami G has been put through the table. And, of course, his ribs hurt, his back hurts. Action G with a tremendous dive straight onto Sami as he was laid onto the table. And the table breaks in half, and so does Sami G. And Quincy Elliott here, yeah, he's ready. He's ready for a fight. Of course, Quincy Elliott is gonna be in action against Scripps, just like our brother Tony said early on. So let's see how this match is gonna be. Wow. Alright, speaking of Rampage here, oh dear. Of course, Daniel Garcia had to come in here and ruin the fun for everybody. Pushing action of the top turnbuckle, Sami G taking advantage, of course. The JAS at it again. The Jericho Appreciation Society always has a way out for the victory. And Sami now gonna go for the cover, picking up the victory thanks to his friend Daniel Garcia. Action does not kick out. The match is over. Sami G with the first screw job and the victory here on Rampage. That's right. Speaking of Level Up, it is Scripps and Quincy Elliott. Quincy Elliott looks less than impressed as he stands here in the ring against Scripps. Wow. I just realized the ring mat is actually black. Is that a thing on Level Up? Did they really make it a new thing? Because I really had not noticed that the ring mat was black for Level Up. That's interesting. Anyways. Oh, look at that. Nice. What is happening March 29th? Wait a second. What is happening? March 20. Is that a new show coming up? Is it a documentary? Oh, okay. AEW All Access. It's a new series called AEW All Access. It's going to be making its debut on March 29th on TBS. So this should be interesting, I guess. AEW All Access. Yeah, we talked about this early on. Yeah. So immediately following, I believe, Dynamite, right? So let's see how this goes down. But third hour, I believe, will be added to Dynamite with All Access. Let's see how this goes down. Okay, let's see. Tony says, why Quincy Elliott? Why you are not Sony Kiss? By the way, Sony Kiss, where is Sony Kiss now? Did Sony Kiss, gain weight and is he now on NXT? Is this Sony Kiss? Because where is Sony Kiss? We don't see Sony Kiss ever. Did Sony Kiss transform into Quincy Elliott? We haven't seen Sony Kiss in a long while. Yeah. I remember how big of a part Sony Kiss was when AEW first started, right? Was on the press conference. The first few press conferences was a big highlight of the show, right? They talked about how Sony Kiss, through Sony Kiss, basically AEW sent out a message that wrestling was for everybody. It was open to everybody. It was accessible to everybody and whatnot. But of course, Sony Kiss now, nowhere to be seen. The only person action can beat is Jericho. You're right, Run DMG. You are correct. Anyways, here we are. Once again, the match is continuing. Quincy Elliott having a little bit of a tough time here against Scripps. By the way, I'm a big fan of the name Scripps, of the whole gimmick of Scripps. Hopefully, he's going to be able to transition well into the main roster again. Gimmicks like these, it's always tough, because you don't know how it's going to work out on the main roster. This whole gimmick, the outfit, the mask, the attire, you don't know. That's that. When Rey Mysterio, honestly, this is what I want to happen, right? If Rey Mysterio versus Dominic happens at Mania, I want this to happen. I want this to be a mask versus a mask. And in this way, what I want for it to happen is that if Rey Mysterio loses, he loses his mask. But if Rey Mysterio wins, Dominic Mysterio has to wear a mask for the rest of his career. That's what I want to see. Dominic Mysterio has to quit the Judgment Day, and he has to put on a mask for the rest of his career. And then we get Rey Mysterio 2.0 and Dominic. I would like to see something like that, maybe. I mean, it's just an early thought that just came to my head right now, but I think it will be interesting. Yeah. Level up, more level down, says James. I mean, right now I'm watching Quincy, and he's showing off some dance moves right now. Some twerking, nice. Taking out scripts like that, nice. Knocking him out. Yeah, Quincy Elliott is gonna win. But when Rampage, we are currently on a full-on commercial. Also, guys, from next week when we meet, I'll probably be grumpy, or maybe not. But from next week, we're going to be ending the daylight saving, which means that we're going to be going back 1 hour, which also means for the coming few months, I guess, until October, right? That's when the daylight saving starts, right? Anyways, for at least the next 10 months, we'll be starting our watch-alongs at 5:30 a.m. for me. So yeah, we'll have to wake up at 4 from next week and start the watch-alongs quite early. So that is going to be changing from next Monday. So you'll be seeing either a grumpy or a very excited side of AJ. So it depends, I think I function even better when it's earlier in the day. So, I'll probably be better starting next week, because I feel like, even though I think every single year that, hey, when we go to that 6:30 slot when the day and night saving starts, I think I'll be better because I'll get an hour more of sleep. But I think I'm more productive the other way around, when I have to wake up at 4 and do stuff early in the morning. I think I'm even more productive. So I think next week should be fun. Hopefully will be fun. But if I'm late by a few minutes, don't blame me, because I'm used to waking up at 5. Now I'll have to wake up at 4, so we'll see. That's right. Scripps wins. Good, says Tony. I agree. Yeah, Scripps should have won, Tony. I agree with that. Anyways, here we are with our new TNT champion, Hobbs. And Hobbs, I must say, looking good with the title. Or should I say the title is looking good with Hobbs. Anyways, here we are. Coming up now, of course, the acclaimed Max Caster spitting fire as always, hopefully. Alright, sweet rap, I guess. A little bit, yeah, it was alright. Not too crazy, but it was okay. Alright, let's see what else do we have here. Decent, thank you for the love. Thank you, appreciate that. AJ, what time? Vlog on which day? So, vlog gonna be coming out this weekend, brother. You know, it probably will be coming out this Saturday itself. So, morning EST time. Again, we're looking at a 2K23 commercial right now. The game is gonna be coming out March 14th if you pay extra. March 17th if you don't choose to pay extra. So, that's that. Cutie stole Waterloo stuff, says True. Oh yeah, that's Cutie Marshall for you. Funny guy. But this whole thing should definitely be fun. You know, the Hobbs reign as TNT champion is something that I am really excited about. Hopefully it will turn out to be good and will meet my expectations. Well, that's right. Once again, just like Toad said, starting this Saturday, starting this weekend, we're going to be having vlogs here. So do not miss out, as we're going to be traveling together starting this Saturday. This used to be a thing that we did on Twitch because Twitch wanted me to do it. They brought it up and I'm like, alright, you want me to travel? And they said yes. I said, you gotta pay for it. They said yes. I said, alright, I'm on board. So we did some stuff back on Twitch and yeah, we're gonna be continuing it on YouTube as well now. And right, here we are, Anthony Bowens with a big chop. Nice. Match is underway right now. Anthony Bowens kicking things off for the Acclaimed here. I've definitely got the upper hand. Once again, if you look at the time right now, it's been about 20 minutes. Quite an eventful Rampage. I mean, you know, it took SmackDown almost an hour to give us a second match. And here we are, Rampage, of course, match of the match. I like it a lot better. Anyways, here we are, Von Wagner. It's been a while since I've seen this guy or heard this name, Von Wagner. Do you remember the time when Maxine Dupree used to be in the audience flirting with Von Wagner and whatnot, and we thought it was going to lead to something? No, it did not. What it led to was Maxine Dupree being drafted to SmackDown and now flirting with Otis. So that's that. That's what it led to. Jack Cartwheel. Oh, yeah, true. That's right. It's been so long since I've seen these guys, right? Jack Cartwheel, Von Wagner. It feels good tonight. Definitely feels good. Oh, for me, brother, I mean, I like them both, but I think GOAT, you know, of course, GOAT's GOAT. That's right. Love that, Toads. Level of it's okay, in my opinion, says Toads. You know, I think it's not bad at all. I mean, we're getting some decent matches on Level Up. Right now, I'm looking at Odyssey Jones, and honestly, I've always been curious about this guy. I think this guy definitely has a very big potential to be a big star here in the WWE, only if he can stay relevant, only if he can work hard, put in the work, and also gets the people behind him backstage, because that's important. Because, you know, even though no matter how hard you work, no matter how much work you put into your matches, it doesn't matter if people are not behind you or they're not buying into you, especially the people backstage. So if he can get that support and get the confidence of the people backstage, I think Odyssey Jones could be the next Mark Henry. Honestly, he's got the size advantage, he's got the looks, he's got the stamina, the power. Odyssey Jones could be a big star, is what I'm predicting for him right now. I think Odyssey could be great. It's been months since I've seen him last wrestle, so let's see how he is in the ring now, because yeah, I think he could be a big star here. Starboy Charlie, that's right. And here we are, there you go. Of course, the Jackass guys here. Well, this match was weak, and it was the Acclaim with the victory. Very quick victory, and also with a very quick scissoring here. Oh, we just got our second match of Rampage. Alright. With that being said, on NXT Level Up, we are currently in the main event. It's Von Wagner and Odyssey Jones going at it. Odyssey Jones with the shoulder tackle. Von Wagner trying to get him down. Odyssey Jones not going to go down so easily. And there we are, shoulder tackle from Odyssey Jones. And Von Wagner tossed down hard. I miss Odyssey Jones, says Tony. Me too. Me too. It's good to have him back. Is this the first match that he's actually wrestling ever since coming back? That is awesome, because, wow, I've missed this guy too. I mean, wow, it's good to see him. I'm definitely... I think I can say this for everybody, that Odyssey Jones is without a doubt the best part about Level Up tonight. And here we are right now with the Cody Rhodes. Alright, of course, Sami is looking to capture the Trios Championship from the Elite, and it's going to be Sami, Chris, and Daniel Garcia. And they're going to be fighting Kenny Omega and the Old Bucks, or the Young Bucks, whatever you might call them, in Canada next week. So Sami is looking over to take away the Trios belt. It's going to be the House of Black, the Elite, and of course the Jericho Appreciation Society, who are going to be battling out for the Trios title. I think it's really interesting, right? I honestly think, and I feel that I'd like to see the JAS as the Trios champion, because say what you want about Jericho, the guy is entertaining, he is fun to watch, he's got a lot of personality, he's super annoying, but I think that's the fun part. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks are great, but for me, Jericho has something that the Elite do not, and I think that is charisma. So, I mean, yeah, I think that I'm gonna go with JAS. I want to see JAS winning and becoming champions. That's right. Anyways, let's see what else do we have here. I'm sorry, my bad. I referred to as the Elite, as the champions, but of course, it's the House of Black. Yeah, they want to take them away from the House of Black. Let's see what else do we have here, by the way. We've got Gaming with TD Coco. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. And let's see what else do we have here. Acclaimed easy, no-brainer ages, says Toes, without a doubt. Rampage, already better than SmackDown, says James. I agree, and honestly, I think that I can say the same for Level Up, because Level Up has more wrestling than SmackDown did. Actually, good wrestling. So maybe Level Up also is better than SmackDown. SmackDown was a poor excuse for an episode of SmackDown tonight. It was a filler show. It was just fillers and fillers and fillers with a few matches here and there, but mostly fillers. That's it. That's it. Yeah, what they did tonight on SmackDown, they could have done on Twitter. Honestly, the highlight of tonight's show was basically the whole Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio stuff. And what they did tonight, they could have done that on Twitter, honestly, announcing Rey Mysterio's induction and Dominic getting mad about it in a tweet. That could have done the job. We did not need a whole episode for it, honestly. I mean, it's not like they don't use Twitter enough for their laziness, so they could have used it for this as well. Yeah. I think so. Anyways, here we are, by the way. Alright, Takashita says James. Alright, brother. And once again, gaming, welcome, welcome. And here we are once again. Speaking of gaming, we're going to be doing some 2K23 gaming streams here starting March 16th, 1:30 p.m. EST. So don't miss out. I'm going to be looking forward to playing the game with all of you. Once again, Odyssey Jones right now, the receiving end of things. Von Wagner has got the upper hand. Elbow strike straight to Odyssey Jones. Odyssey Jones still down. Kick to the side of the head. Boot to the side of the head. And Jones goes down hard. Von Wagner still with the upper hand. What time and day? Vlogging this weekend, Toads. So we're going to be doing it mostly on Saturday. So we're going to try it this weekend. You know, we'll see what works better. Saturday, Sunday. And then we'll move ahead with the plan. So, yeah, it's going to be weekly vlogs coming out every weekend. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys will enjoy them, like them. Alright, here we are one more time. Odyssey Jones, by the way, speaking of level up, Odyssey Jones trying to get up here with those punches to Von Wagner. Speaking of AEW Dynamite, Takashita doing well, boot to the face, spinning elbow strike. Still the upper hand here on AEW Dynamite as well. Let me know on Twitter. Absolutely, Toads. You got it. You got it, brother. That's right. Toads running up. That's right, Toads. Jones running up right there to the turnbuckle, taking on Von Wagner just like that. He was going to go once again for a shoulder tackle. Wagner gets out of the way, sending Jones straight to the mat here. Jones is down. Not sure if he'll be able to get back up because, you know, once you get the big man down, it's hard for him to get back up to his feet. And obviously, Von Wagner trying to take advantage of the situation that has Jones down on his knees right now. Wagner has got the upper hand. Also, ringside is strong, giving instructions to Von Wagner, encouraging to go after Jones, and he goes to the ropes looking for a run-up. It is Jones who takes advantage of the opportunity, grabs Von Wagner, lifts him up, sends him back down hard with the finishing move, and picks up the victory just like that. So it is Jones here who is victorious and defeats Von Wagner successfully. Roderick Strong not happy at all, but here we are, Odyssey Jones with the victory. That's right, absolutely, Toads, absolutely. So whenever the whole thing comes out, the vlog comes out, everybody's gonna know about it. I'm gonna make an announcement on community, and yeah, hopefully you guys like it. That's right, Toads. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you. All right, that's right, Tony. Odyssey did win the match. He won. He defeated Von Wagner. It was a pretty. I've got to say, great return for Odyssey Jones. I do see a potential megastar in Jones. It's going to take a few years, you know, because I feel he's got the strength, he's got a little bit of the charisma, but he'll have to work a lot when it comes to his, his outfit, I believe, when it comes to his personality, his character. There's going to be a lot of work to be done in that department. But overall, definitely good in the ring, and I think that he could be a big star. Also has to put in the work when it comes to microphone, because I've never heard this guy talk. So yeah, lots of work still to be done, but this guy has the potential of being a big star. Big star. AJ, you heard about Melo call up on the knee? I did hear about it, brother. I'm not sure how much truth there is to the rumor. I know Andy has got no love for Melo, but you know, I'm excited. I think Melo is good, and if he gets called up, it's only got to be good for the Hurt Business. They need him more than he needs them. So that's that. Anyways, let's see what else do we have here. Toads, love, much love. Love that. Wait a second. Wait. The Smack Lowdown. Alright. So alright, so seems like Caleb Braxton is no longer hosting the post show for SmackDown. Interesting, I thought that she was still hosting the show, but she's not. Alright. It's the guy from The Bump who's hosting the post show for SmackDown, so good for him, I guess. I mean, I don't watch The Bump, but for those who do, I think it should be a treat. Anyways, let's see. AJ Level Up half hour. That's right. So Level Up is already over. It's a 30-minute show, and it's already history. But Rampage still going on. We still have 30 more minutes of Rampage to come. You asked me when I seen about Deonna Purrazzo on her Instagram. All right. So James, you said that Deonna is good, right? That she's back in shape and she looks good. Let me see. Let me see if I can agree with that. So Instagram is where you see, right? Let's see. Gotta look up Deonna right now. Alright. Yep. I see what you mean, James. Alright, so she looks like she's getting back in shape and looks good on Instagram, but again, it's Instagram, so I'll wait until I watch her in her ring gear and watch her wrestling once again, you know, on Impact. So I'll wait until I really make my decision and, you know, decide upon if is she back in shape or is she back once again in that same fire as she was 2 years ago. So I'll wait until I see her wrestle, but on Instagram she does look good. I agree with that, James, but I'm gonna wait until I watch her on Impact Wrestling. But here we are, Takeshita still with the upper hand. James picked to win this match, obviously. Toad says, AJ, would you like Rampage 2 hours? I would like it. And you? Toads, honestly, if Rampage is gonna be 2 hours, I think they should move up an hour and, you know, collide against SmackDown for the final hour, right? So I think if Rampage wants to move up to the main round, do 2 hours, it should be starting at 9 p.m. Eastern as opposed to 10 p.m. Eastern, because if it starts at 10, it's going to go on until midnight. And that might be a little too late for a lot of people on Friday night who are looking to do something else on Friday night. So I think that Rampage should possibly move to 9 p.m. if they want to go to 2 hours. I wouldn't mind a 2 hours Rampage at all, but for that to happen, should move to 9 p.m. Go head-to-head against SmackDown for the final hours of SmackDown. And yeah, that could work. That could work out. The more AJ, the better. Thank you for that, my brother Toads. And Ricky says, AJ, I got 4 ads tonight. Sorry, Ricky. I'll have to look into it. I'll have to look into why is YouTube bombarding you guys with the ads. I'll check it out. Never happened before, right? So I'll look at it. Look at it. Friday people stay up late. That's right, Toads. But again, you know, people might want to do something else on Friday night, midnight. You know, they might want to watch some TV, get some rest, you know, have some fun social time. So that's that. I've had about 20, and tonight also our Rampage is fine. I see James said too many ads. I'll have to see, because YouTube never triggers ads automatically midstream. So this might be something new that they have done this year. You know, I'll definitely see if I can tweak the settings and have the ads not play, you know, during the live stream. So I'll check it out, guys. And of course, James Pick here picks the victory. Takeshita with the victory here on Rampage. Sweet match, and we are now left with about 26 minutes for this show to be over. Sweet show, just like I say all the time, it's like a dessert after the main course, and sometimes if the main course is not that great, the dessert definitely, it fulfills your appetite. It really makes you feel good about the whole dinner. So Rampage is just like that. It's acting like a dessert right now after the main course that was SmackDown. But once again, the thought of Rampage going head-to-head against the final hour of SmackDown might be good for everybody, because it's got to be competition for SmackDown, which will force them to step up their game and make their show actually good. And of course, wait a second, here we are with Shane here, Shane Strickland. Toads, my only comment about Veer Sangha and Jinder Mahal is that very Shanky. I mean, no word on Shanky whatsoever. He's lost. So that's my thought. I mean, good for Veer and Sangha to get Jinder and WWE investing time into their stuff. But where is Sangha? I mean, where is Shanky? Without any explanation, he just cannot vanish. There should be some explanation. Where is he? So that's my question. And here we are for Mark Briscoe. I love that. The Indian bloodline is funny, Matty Badger. That's right. That is really the Indian bloodline. That is hilarious. Yeah, but not really bloodline, not really family, but you get that. Of course, love the fact that Mark Briscoe's still here repping the tag team championships, representing the tag team, the greatest tag team champion in history, the Briscoes. So one day before WrestleMania. Just like last year. It's going to be a ladder match. It's going to be a ladder match. Alright, so Reach for the Sky. Ladder match for the Tag Team Championship. So Briscoe's going to be forfeiting his title. He's going to be dropping it, and he's going to be passing the torch to some of the tag team, and it's going to be a Reach for the Sky, a ladder match. Supercard for Honor, March 31st, one day before WrestleMania. Nice. Nice. I like it. And the Lucha Brothers, in a ladder match, it's going to be straight fire. So, great pick. Without a doubt, great pick. I think AJ would be a heel manager of babyface man. I'm not sure, but, I would be a great manager for sure, James. The best one. The best one for sure. Shanky must be dancing the night away. You know it, Money Badger. He never stopped dancing. I'm not sure if Ricochet's behind his disappearance, by the way, because he was really getting very flirty with his girlfriend, sitting ringside, of course, the announcer. So I'm not sure if Ricochet, definitely it could be behind his disappearance, because Shanky just disappeared and we don't know anything about it. So I heard Eddie Kingston quit AEW. I'm not sure, Money Badger. That could be a rumor right now. I'm not sure. Him quitting, though, would be big, right? Mark challenged Joe for ROH TV last night. On ROH, it will happen at Supercard, says James. That's awesome. So Mark is going to be dropping his tag team title, which is, of course, it's going to be emotional, but, the torch has to be passed. It has to be passed, and it's going to be passed Supercard of Honor, March 31st. one day before WrestleMania in a Reach for the Sky ladder match. The right thing to do. Reach for the Sky. That's right, true. I love the name as well. I love how they came up with the whole thing. Reach for the Sky, indeed. Love it. Lee Dragon could be in Level Up next week. Let's see. Ricochet versus Shanky Hell in a Cell. I don't know if these two are big enough to have a Hell in a Cell match just yet, but it would be nice. Again, Shanky, I don't know. I mean, lots of questions. And once again, somebody brought up Turban, right? I mean, well, who was it? Matt brought up Turban. It's a funny part about turbans, right? Jinder Mahal does not wear a turban in real life, right? This guy, Satnam Singh, who was on AEW last week's Revolution, Satnam Singh and Rohit, right? What was the other guy's name? Rohit, right? These guys don't wear turbans in real life either. Now, Sanjay Dutt, I'm sorry, yeah. Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh, they don't wear turbans in real life. Now, Shanky does wear a turban in real life, but in wrestling, the guys who do not wear a turban in real life wear turbans, but Shanky, who wears a turban in real life, does not wear it in the middle of the ring, does not wear it in the wrestling shows, which is funny to me. It makes no sense. It makes no sense, but that's how it goes, I guess. Eddie Quit is just work, has been on ROH, says James. I agree, yep. And I think Eddie's going to be perfectly fine on ROH. He's going to enjoy his time over there and might actually find a lot of success. So that's that. Climb Cage of Hell in a Cell to get TP Toads. That wouldn't be very PG. I don't think it's going to happen, you know. Putting somebody's, yeah, it's not going to happen now. That's going to be too much. Toads, it's like a crown, just like I said. It's like a crown. It's more than just a lucha mask. It's like a lucha, they can lose the mask, right? In a mask versus mask match. But a turban cannot be lost. Never. So it's more than that. Yeah. Now, when you imagine, don't get confused. Don't get confused. Not a mask. Not a mask. They're talking about the turban, the crown. That's right. And if it's right now, we are still on commercial. Yep. We've got about 90 minutes left before this thing's got to be over. Sweet show so far, not bad at all. But SmackDown, just like I said, a good dessert after SmackDown, after the main course. Rey never took off the mask in public. Maybe Rey Dominic turn off his mask in public storyline soon. It could happen, or if they want to do a mask versus mask at WrestleMania, you know, for Rey to lose the mask and for Dominic to put on the mask, I would welcome that very much. But I think that I'm just trying to imagine this a bit too much. I'm just trying to read into this whole thing a lot too much. I have a lot of expectations from this Rey and Dominic storyline, you know, the way it will go down. I don't think that WWE will put so much thought into it. So we shall see. But I would love for this match to be booked during the Hall of Fame ceremony, and I would love for this to be a crazy WrestleMania match. The last match of Rey Mysterio's career. Let's see. How can Dominic convince Rey to fight him? So just like I said early on a few times tonight, I feel like the perfect way to do it would be that Rey Mysterio, just as he's about to, you know, accept the ring, the Hall of Fame induction, and about to give a speech, I would love for Dominic to come out, attack Mysterio from behind, hit him with a steel chair, whatnot. Then somebody or a few people coming out to save Rey Mysterio. Then Rey Mysterio grabbing the microphone and telling Dominic, "All right, son, you got what you asked for. A match, you versus me, WrestleMania, night 2 or night 1." And of course, and Dominic saying, "All right, Dad, but if you lose, you retire for good," and yeah, something like that. So I think it would be perfect. We've never seen a match like that being booked during the Hall of Fame ceremony. Should happen, must happen. So it's right. James says Rey has had his mask off in the ring before, and that's true. He does. Everybody knows, or most of the people know, what he looks like without the mask. It is true. It's damn true. Yep. Also, we saw recently, you know, at an airport, Rey Mysterio walking around and a few people approaching him, asking him for autographs and whatnot. And Rey Mysterio, of course, you know, declining the autographs, telling him that, you know, you're making me sign this to make me help you make money. And he got offended by people's request for him to sign stuff, and he declined. Yeah. And he was unmasked during all of that stuff. So that's that. And here we are now with Mark Henry. Let's see what he has to say. Alright, so we're getting a nice video package here for Riho and Nyla Rose. And of course, a look back at their rivalry, which definitely has been going on for quite a bit. Yeah, they need to bring back Rey's daughter. I know, right? It should happen. It's about time that it happens. But again, they're not bringing her back, I guess, or they don't need her right now because he's got his mommy. He's got the Judgment Day to do the talking for him. I guess that's the one reason that they're not bringing her back. But it would have been nice to bring back his daughter one more time. And especially without Buddy Murphy being around, I think she's safe. So should possibly be back. I would like it. And that's right, Toad says she's a cutie. Alright, Toads, I see what you're thinking. Alright, my Rey's daughter helps Dominic beat Rey at Mania, and she joins the Judgment Day system. I don't know if she's any interest in being a wrestler, honestly. She's, I think, talked about this before, but I don't know if she has interest in being a wrestler. Would be nice, though, but I don't think she's gonna be a wrestler. Mark is gonna say, now it's time for the... Oh, yeah, you know it. That's Mark Henry for you. Every single time we get a split-screen interview, but tonight, there was no split-screen interview. Tonight we did not get an interview before the match between Nyla and Riho, but instead, we got Mark Henry and a little video package. That was different from what we usually get, right? Shafir looks good tonight. Marina Shafir is fantastic. I mean, definitely so good. And actually, doing a lot better in AEW than Ronda Rousey is doing in the WWE. I mean, we barely see Ronda. She's super irrelevant now, right? Yet even after having Shayna Baszler by her side, it's still not working out for her for some reason. It's sad. It's sad. The fact that they could not find a spot for Ronda and Shayna tonight is sad. That's right. And that's right. Toad says, put your outrageous. And of course, outrageous is a big one. Outrageous predictions in the chat here. I love it. So let us know what do you think. Who is going to win this match? And let us know your predictions for, Supercard for Honor or WrestleMania. Let us know in the chat here. Has MJF ever appeared? Yeah, I think so. Definitely has. Tonight Rampage is okay, but it's still boring show. 3 out of 10 says my brother Ricky. Alright, brother. Still better than SmackDown, without a doubt, because SmackDown was full of fillers. Was a poor excuse of a wrestling show, honestly. It was, yeah, it was more, I don't even know. It was more of a pre-show with a few matches in there, I guess. But anyways, here we are. It is Riho who's been sent to the corner. Nyla Rose seems like she's got the upper hand right now. That's right. Of course, this Wednesday they're going to be going to Winnipeg, Chris Jericho's hometown. So for Chris Jericho to possibly win the Trios Championship in front of his hometown crowd makes sense. I would like for it to happen. I'd like to see the JA. I can't believe that I'm saying this, but I would like to see the JAS actually winning the championships next week. I'd like to see them as Trios champion. I agree. Fillers of non-memorable matches, says Ronnie Badger. I agree with that totally. I mean, I said this just when the show was about to start, that 4 minutes of recap followed by a backstage segment, followed by entrances and a commercial. It gave me a clear idea of how the show was going to turn out to be, and that is exactly what the show was. A show full of fillers and nothing else. Once again, I don't think I can stress this enough, but giving us Charlotte Flair versus Shotzi Blackheart was stupid. I mean, it did nothing for Charlotte. It did nothing for Shotzi. It was stupid. They did not really want to carry on. They did not want that show to do anything. But a few things. Nothing. They could have given us easily Chelsea versus Charlotte. Made sense. But none of that either. They don't want the whole Chelsea Green stuff to progress. They want to keep it on hold, I guess, until after Mania. It's lazy and it's sad. It's sad. That's right. Alright. You heard Tamina interviews lately. Doesn't say anything of her return to WWE. I don't think that Tamina has any direction. I don't think they have anything for Tamina Snuka. No offense to her, but I don't think they have anything for her. And here we are, Riho. Looks like she is intimidated by Marina Shafir. Referee making sure that Marina steps back and steps away from Riho. Of course, giving Nyla Rose all the time in the world to recover and regain her stamina, her strength, as Riho makes it back to the ring, climbing the top turnbuckle. Of course, still feels a bit threatened by Marina Shafir's presence here. Nyla Rose making her way back to her feet here, as Riho climbs up to the top turnbuckle, waiting for Nyla to stand up. I'm pretty sure Nyla is going to be able to counter this one. Yeah, oh, she did not. Nice cross body here from Riho. Nyla, she goes for the cover of Nyla. Nyla kicks out. Nia Jax should join TNA in my opinion. So, I'm not sure. Nia Jax, I'm not sure, honestly, because Nia Jax said she was retired, came back to the Royal Rumble. So, she said first, Nia Jax, I don't get her. Because first, she said she was retired. Then they announced her for a match at the Wrestling Entertainment Series promotion that was supposed to be started by the Authors of Pain. The Wrestling Entertainment Series never happened, so Nyla Rose, of course, never made her in-ring return. that night. And, after that, she made her return to the Royal Rumble, and now she's seen to be nowhere once again. I'm not sure what Nyla Rose wants, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what she wants. One time she says she's done with wrestling, she's never coming back, she's going to take care of her farm and whatnot. The other time she comes back, not sure. I wish Ronda Rousey would have fought Charlotte, so I know, Money Badger. Apparently, Becky Lynch really wanted to fight Ronda Rousey this year. She's been talking about a match against Ronda Rousey at Wrestlemania for years now. Never happened. She said that it was going to happen at Wrestlemania 39. Not happening again. So, I think you can't blame Becky Lynch for that, though. I think it's Ronda Rousey's fault because she is not on the same level as Becky Lynch is. Which is a shame because she was such a big star before she came to the WWE. But it just never worked out for her. She is nowhere the top woman, or nowhere close to the top women in the WWE. She's absolutely not. It had Vince creative work tonight, it seems. Toads possibly it did. Vince McMahon and Nick Khan together. Yeah, that's right, Money Badger. The sad part about Nia Jax is that the most memorable part about her being in the WWE is that statement that she made. My hole. It was sad. Yeah. I never found her likable. I never did. Never did. Anyways, going for the cover is Nyla Rose here on Riho. Riho with the kick out. The match continues. We are still on picture-in-picture, by the way. Nyla Rose still with the upper hand. We've got about 9 minutes left before the show is going to be over, so got to be coming to an end very soon here. Tony says Riho is a sweetheart in the ring. She is outside as well. I agree, brother. Riho is fantastic. Now, she's living proof that you cannot judge a person by their looks, because looking at Riho, she just looks so adorable, looks just so nice and such a sweetheart, but she can be so dangerous in the ring. So you cannot judge a book by its cover, and Riho is a living, walking, talking statement and proof of that. Yeah, Ruby Soho has shot Shotzi Green. Yeah, possibly did, brother. You're right, with the spray cam and whatnot. It's Impact Wrestling. TNA is dead, says Tony. That's right. TNA is history. Impact is the current. Yeah. By the way, speaking of Impact Wrestling, 1 second. I have to look something up very quick. Alright, so I just had to check if this was still a thing. But Scott D'Amore actually is dating Giselle Shaw. Did you guys know that? Yeah, Scott D'Amore, the current guy who's in charge of Impact Wrestling, he's actually in a relationship with Giselle Shaw, which is, I had no idea. I really did not, but apparently that the truth is that these guys have been seeing each other. They've been dating for quite a few years now, at least 2 years now. They have been together, and they've been a couple, so yeah, that's awesome. I mean, Scott D'Amore, Giselle Shaw, did not see that coming, but yeah, they are dating indeed. That's right. I guess that also explains why Giselle Shaw is on Impact. I mean, she just came out of nowhere, became a big star. I guess this kind of explains, but good for her and good for Scott D'Amore as well. It's fantastic. Anyways, let's see what else do we have here. I call it TNA, says Money Badger. All right, my brother, that's sweet. That is sweet. St. Patrick's Day, you guys obviously know celebrate, right? I mean, I can't wear green because if I wear green, my clothes are going to go all transparent. So I cannot wear green on St. Patrick's Day, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have. But, for those of you who wear green or who celebrate, I hope you guys have a good time. Dang, Shafir's so hot tonight. James here cannot have enough of Marina Shafir tonight. All right, James. Sweet. She looks good. Toad says, when is Shane McMahon going to buy Impact for Impact? I don't know, brother. I really don't think that it's going to happen. Impact Wrestling has survived for so long. I don't think that WWE is ever going to buy it. They're going to let it be. And they're going to let it be whatever it wants to be, I guess. I don't think that WWE will actually purchase Impact Wrestling. I don't see it coming. Yeah. That's right. I like it, yeah. And Gary says Impact Wrestling is in the middle of dying a slow death. People have been saying that for Impact Wrestling for years now, right? That it's gonna be history, that it should stop. I remember watching a press conference from 2007 where one of the reporters over there asked Vince McMahon, when are you going to be buying that company? And everybody was just laughing when he said that, and Vince McMahon said, I did not know that they were actually up for sale. So this has been just such a joke for such a long time that Impact Wrestling has got to be history, whatnot. Yep. It might be the case, maybe eventually WWE or AEW, one of these companies, end up purchasing the company for their tapes. Could happen, because if you look at the assets, the current assets, the roster, they don't have much to offer, but the tapes is where the value could lie. So, unless the companies want to buy Impact for the tapes, I don't see a sale happening anytime soon. And Riho, by the way, going with the big stomp of the top turnbuckle, that's got to hurt Nyla for sure, going for the cover on Nyla Rose. Nyla with the kick out. Yep. Barely, but she did kick out. Watching her more than Matt. I see you, James. All right, James says that he's got his eyes on Marina, not the match. I'm not sure if that's a very good thing, and that really sends out a good message about the match, brother. All right. This, after all, is the main event. Impact headquarters in Nashville, right? Correct. Yep. Yeah, Toads, they'll do it. Multiverse of matches is a thing, so of course there's going to be a lot of crossovers for sure. Strong, so lucky to be married to her. You know it, James. You know it, brother. AJ, who owns Impact again? So Billy Corgan, if I'm not wrong, is the... Yeah, I believe that Billy Corgan is the president of Impact Wrestling. Now, there's a whole different company that actually owns Impact Wrestling altogether. It's Anthem Media Group, so that is the company that owns Impact Wrestling. It's a Canadian media company that owns Impact, so yeah. But Billy Corgan, if I'm not wrong, is the current president of Impact Wrestling. And, of course, Scott D'Amore, the CEO, as we know. Impact could barely get a decent crowd at Sam's Town Hall in Las Vegas. That's true. So I know that PCW Ultra, right? My friends at PCW Ultra, they talk about it all the time. They can easily, sell out a sold-out crowd of 700 for their shows, and their show is not even televised. It's just a show that, they do in California region, so it's a local show. But they can easily sell 700 tickets for a show, no problem. Impact Wrestling, on their best day, when they can have, the greatest of wrestlers, they sell like maximum 400. NWA, when they had Ric Flair on their show recently last year, they had 200 people in the crowd for NWA 74, 75, whatever that pay-per-view was. So definitely, these guys don't have selling power. They don't. Impact Wrestling cannot really pull a big crowd. NWA, even with Ric Flair involved, cannot pull a crowd of 200. It's a damn shame, by the way. Marina looking good. That's right, James. Yep. And here we are. Riho almost picking up the victory here. Impact's not even able to pay the wrestlers. Yeah, it's true. That is true. And Impact Wrestling, once again, not trying to hurt Impact Wrestling's reputation or whatnot. They don't pay a lot. Yeah, so they don't pay a lot. That's true. So the pay is just not good. It's not good. It's not enough for a wrestler. They pay less than many of the independent companies do. And here's when this is the sad part about it, right? You would expect that since Impact Wrestling is bigger than the independent companies, you'd expect them to pay better than the independent companies do, but they don't. MLW, Impact Wrestling, they don't pay as well as the independent companies do, and that's because they tell the wrestlers that we're going to give you exposure. We're going to put you on TV, and that's why we're going to pay you less. So Impact Wrestling pays sometimes half of what the independent companies do when you're booking these wrestlers, and that's the truth. Same about MLW too. They tell them that we're going to give you exposure, which the indies cannot give you, and they use that as a way to pay less to these wrestlers. So that's sad. Anyways, Nyla Rose here looking to take out Riho. Riho once again. There you go, going for the cover on Nyla. 1, 2, and Nyla Rose with it. Oh wow, Riho picks the victory once again. Size does not matter, and Riho is the proof of that. Wow, what a big victory, big size difference, but Riho still able to take out Nyla Rose just like that. That's right, alright. And Ricky says NW is not good. It's true, brother. AJ Speak, PCW, are you going to be able to do watch-alongs? We're going to be PCW is fantastic. They're good friends of mine. Yeah, we're going to do a lot of stuff with PCW. My brother, AC Hammer, thank you for the very generous donation. I really appreciate it, my brother. Wow, it's good. It's been a while, AC Hammer. Good to see you. Love that. Thank you. By the way, and comes Marina Shafir taking out Riho just like that. Marina and Nyla Rose, of course. They might have lost the match, but they're leaving with a statement being made. Good for them. Riho laid out flat. And just like James said, Marina looking good. Thank you once again for being here, all of you guys. Tonight was a fun night. Not the best of SmackDown. A sweet Rampage. A great NXT Level Up. I liked NXT Level Up tonight. I really enjoyed it. But overall, a sweet night. It's always a sweet night when we're watching the shows together. And of course, you cannot have... you can't have a show ending without these girls coming out here and spraying some green on the loser. And of course, Saraya, Ruby Soho, Toni Storm with the green spray cans in their hands, coming out here to leave a mark on Riho. It's their thing, I guess. Once again, thank you everybody for being here, for spending your time with me, spending your Friday night here with us. And special thanks goes out to my brother Renaissance for the very generous donation of $10. And of course, AC Hammer also for the very generous donation. My brother, really appreciate it. You guys were awesome. And that's right, true. Riho won, but she might have won. She still is going to be leaving tonight with the green spray mark on her face. That's sad. That is sad. Toni Storm leaving a mark on Riho. That is sad. Once again, thank you so much. Marina Shafir brought me here, says AC. I know James agrees with that. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. And I see Ricky with a 6 out of 10. Ricky with a 3 out of 10, I see, for Rampage. 6 for SmackDown. I gave SmackDown a 3.5. I'm going to give Rampage a 6. I'm going to give NXT Level Up, actually, a 7. I enjoyed NXT Level Up. I thought it was a very good show. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching, Odyssey Jones. It was nice. So I'm looking forward to watching Odyssey Jones even more, looking forward to watching his journey and how he rises to the top. It should be fun. Overall, thank you so much, guys, for joining me here tonight. It was a fun night, and I'll see you all this weekend with our vlog that's going to be coming out, the first vlog, and we're going to be having traveling vlogs coming out every single weekend, every single week here on the channel. So thank you once again so much, Toads. Thank you for the love. Everybody, thank you so much. I hope you all have a good night. Sleep well. Thanks, Ricky. Take care, and I'll be seeing you this weekend with the vlog. Take care, guys. Much love to all of you, and yeah, make sure to keep an eye out for the vlog coming out this weekend. Have a good night, everybody. Sleep well, and see you soon. Much love. Thank you, brother. Thank you.